Hello, chat. Indeed, 5 min early. I was here already. I was just sitting here, so I was like, I mean, why not just click live? I was just here. Now, they have not yet put, I don't know if they'll put it up like right before it goes or something, but they have not put up any kind of premiere or anything for this broadcast. It's gonna be very funny if they do just drop it. Like they just drop a video. We'll see. There we go. Update the, try and reload the emote cache on 7TV. Probably still won't the update right away, which is the cool part. Sometimes it's so delayed on updating the overlay. No, wait, give me a sec. Wait, where is it? There it is. Music playing widget. At least the Christmas version of Clap is gone. Yeah, we're gonna see. Will they put up anything, or will they just raw dog drop a thing? If they do just drop the video, I will give them feedback of like, hey, yo, it would be maybe more fun if you put up a premiere or something. Like, it's just a thing you can do on YouTube, so like, it's a fun community event to join in and watch the thing, so it's more fun if you drop it like that instead, or you know, actually premiere it instead of just dropping it. To use this dropping PVs in a game. Devlog will be a survey. Oh hell yes. Where's the bingo? I don't really have a bingo this time around. Should we make some? We could make some predictions just in general. I can't be bothered to pull up like a, even though I would have time probably, but I can't be bothered to pull up a bingo really. We can make some predictions though. Just normal predictions. Let me open up a, why is this so bright? Let's make this a bit bigger. Endfield. 1.1. Oops. Exclamation point. 1.1 broadcast predictions. That's not how you write predictions. Predictions. Okay, well, first of all, let's just Tangtang, the Supreme, 6-star. Rossi, 6-star. I'm gonna put in a surprise 5-star. New sub PAC. Specifically like a new region with a sub PAC. No Mifu. Mifu's not gonna be launching next patch. This is who we're getting in the patch, okay? We know Mifu's playable. It should start in half an hour, but they might not even be doing it as a stream is the funny thing. They might just be dropping it. Because they have not put up anything. Also, they have shorts here at the top, which they maybe shouldn't. It could just be that they just drop a video. Oh, true. Dijon is a good shot. A Dijon expansion or something, right? They replied that it's gonna be in a video, but even with a video, you can make it as a premiere. We know that it's not an actual live stream and so on, but like, you can even still then do a premiere of it. Base out of beta. No. You have to wait 5 years for base to be out of beta. It's the rule. Like, interesting guess, because obviously, like, you know, we're gonna have a new region. Well, I mean, a new sub PAC with a new region, right? And it's gonna have like, we're gonna have like new enemies. Yes, we're gonna have new enemies, right? So I guess, I mean, also just like, I guess just like the Wuling factory expansion. Where new ore. I'm gonna put in new ore. That we would actually, not necessarily yet, actually. Never mind, because if they do the same thing that they did with Valley 4, where like the end game resource of that area is in like the last areas. Mention of new game modes or something. Or would there be, I mean, there probably would be an edge space update as well. There'd probably be like, I mean, just more of Valley 4. The edge space only goes up to like Quarry at this point or something? Tangtang SQ? I guess there could be a Tangtang SQ as well, but obviously Tangtang is going to be in main story a bunch, so. Tangtang's going to be in main story a whole bunch. I guess if we wanted to, we could try and, yes, we could try and make guesses on the actual elements and stuff for them. I mean, look, I believe in Rossi heat. Because otherwise it's just weird. Otherwise it's weird. I don't know, like... It's kind of weird if she's not heat, but they could do something wacky. Should be 25 minutes until it drops. Okay, I think they are actually just dropping it as a video. I think they would already be a premiere up now if they were going to do it as a premiere. Yeah, because it would be very funny if Rossi doesn't, like, synergize with Wolfguard. Of course, you can synergize with Wolfguard in a bunch of ways. But... it's more so just that, you know, you look at her design-wise, and it's like, yeah, that's heat, isn't it? So at the same time, I guess you also have a Gibby who is black and red in clothing and is nature. Though in technical test, she was heat, but... or physical, because they don't care. Well, physical doesn't have, like, an exact color to it, you know? Gibby is all colors. Yeah, and because the physicals don't necessarily have like a color palette in that way. And obviously many characters have at least some physical in them, just because maybe their normals are physicals. Light brown? No. Have you seen all the physical colors of people? Yeah, that's just Li Feng is like a bit of brown. Oh, Misty Grove is fucking popping off. It was so chill earlier, now it's suddenly like... drums. Yeah, it would just be, like, if Rossi isn't heat, it's for some kind of, like, gameplay balance situation, rather than what would make the most sense character-wise, considering Wolfguard exists. Environment report on the whole field of Shurenite. That is an environment report. That is, like, you probably should report on that. More co-op things to do? I don't think they have better things to focus on than co-op. They'll have better things to focus on co-op. I mean, obviously, we could just put in, like, the easy stuff, like, you know, we get a new trailer, surely. There's no way we don't. I guess, actually, do we expect God Hand? Because the thing is that this might be, I'm wondering if this will be a slightly different format than what they've had for stuff before, because it's not even being presented as a live stream. So I'm wondering if it is just like they won't have like the same format at all. Yeah, it could be just like mostly trailers and stuff and maybe a bit of dev talking. It's still called DevCom, so like it's specifically even put as DevCom, so I would expect at least some dev talk in there. With, like, talking about a bunch of the quality of life stuff. Oh, the depot quality of life. Surely. Depot quality of life. Surely. Spooky music going on. The spookers. What else could there be? Obviously now, because this is the first one of these that we're having. So after this, for future ones, it's going to be way easier to... We'll know somewhat how these will actually, like, be formatted. No, they're not fucking releasing the Aether damage unit this early. And not happening. That's silly. Fillet maker. Poop maxing. It's the poop maxing update. They're gonna give it to us. Oh, yeah, probably would be the recycling station collection, yeah. I mean, that's... Because, I mean, well, that's already mentioned that it's coming. We know that the recycling station collection, like, quality of life is coming, I guess, so, but it's probably this patch, right? New maps is already there. New region is already here. New sub-PAC with new region. Arda should play up on 1.1. Insane cope. Insane. Surprise mail up teaser. Oh, maybe what if we did get more teaser of that one Sancta that we see? Oh, this is the normal, like, combat theme in Mulan. Use for those materials? No, I think the use for those materials is still mainly going to be just Dijon stuff. Like, just upgrading Dijon in different ways. It's just that right now there's very little to upgrade in Dijon. I don't think, like, using them to hasten Dijon production doesn't make sense, because that's what your friend supports is for, and so they want you to engage in the social part of helping your friends with production. The main unit that got yeeted from the game. Fial, surely one day. And they have time to call this out, people don't need to do for 2 days. Well, they've literally already said that we're getting quality of life for gathering the thingies. The recycling stuff. And because Dijong's gonna expand. Probably a whole bunch. There might be a lot of Dijong by the end of it all. And yeah, like, eventually, indeed, they just won't end up having a use. Like, in Arknights, they have some minor use. They might give us some minor use. Maybe we can turn them in... Like, in Arknights, you can turn them into furniture parts? I don't know if they give us something like that, where we can just make, like, some poultry resources out of them. But, like... But also in Arknights, they're not, like, a more active thing. You just kind of get them passively. You don't have to do anything to just... end up with the building materials. While in Endfield, if like you can just not gather them. So it almost makes more sense to not have any extra use for them if you don't currently need them to expand Dijong. Because otherwise you're just kind of adding another piece of like, oh, you gotta do this every day. Which maybe you don't want to, you know? This word is potentially misspelled. Quality of life. Or QOL. Recycling station materials are drones from Arknights, not building materials? No. No, that's just incorrect. No. No, they're the building materials. They use them to upgrade. But also, there just isn't an equivalent of the drones. How long? 17 minutes? Except it's indeed apparently... Yeah, the title's gonna be like... I'm just gonna keep the title as, like, stream reaction or whatever, even though it's not a stream. It's just, they just upload a thing. You get them passively without an ability to spend sanity to get them. How is that incorrect? You don't get recycling stations passively. You have to actively go and collect them. They reset every day, but you have to actively go and collect them. Yeah, you don't need stamina for them. But technically, you can also get furniture parts without using stamina. Or not furniture parts, the building materials. They just pile up eventually. It's just a different type of effort. In Endfield, not all of your things cost stamina to get. Sometimes it simply costs time and effort instead. It's a different economy of your, like, investment. Because you can just, once you have enough recyclers, you just ignore them. Friend boost. Yeah, friend boost is closer to drones, which is the funny part. But then that's like, it's like a whole, once again, it's just a whole different, like, way that it works. It's, like, not really comparable in that way. You can't just find, like, an exact whatever to them. Right now, recycling stations stuff is right now much closer to just how building materials are in Arknights, where eventually they're functionally useless until they add stuff to Dijong. 10-second video announcing EOS. Yep, that's what it is. Oh yeah, truly. I mean, well, that's, I guess that's part of this Wooling Factory expansion would be, you know, new Forge of the Sky. It's 15 minutes until it starts. Well, starts. They seem to just plan on just uploading the video, and that's it. Yeah, no premiere or whatever. Apparently they're just gonna fucking drop it. Okay, fair enough. I'd like for them to premiere it. It would be more fun, but no waiting room for us. Ability to rebind caps lock to Nordic layout, whatever that icon is called. It would be nice. I mean, yeah, it's more like keyboard, more free-form rebinding would be fun, but they're nice. Yeah, Premiere would be more fun, but apparently they've at least this time they have just decided to just drop it as a thing. Or maybe they don't know that YouTube has a Premiere function. I don't know if like Billy has that kind of function. So, yeah, we're missing out on we're missing out on the live chat experience of just fucking trash. Oh yeah, sanity event info is indeed out. It actually is slightly different than I thought it was. Well, like, so, yes, it's limited per day, but the way that they specifically did it was slightly different. So instead, it is actual discount, which is that you have three times per day, you just get minus 40 stamina to a stage. Which, however, is like, I actually think the bonus would be better because double drops would be nicer. It's effectively double drops, but you have to do more runs. So just bonus would be nicer. Because that's the same amount of runs then, but you like get whatever. So I don't know. It's like more manual. It's 2 times weaker. I don't know. So that's well, it's not quite double. What is it? Well, because it's a 50% discount. Well, it depends on. Like that's the thing. I guess it depends on map. Because otherwise, it's like a 40%. It's a 50% discount on an 80 stamina stage, which indeed is not double. Yeah, it's 50% more or 1.5. So yeah, like bonus drops would be nicer. Six runs for the price of 3? Yeah, but it's actually not. You get 3 runs. Well, yeah, you get 3 runs for the like price of 1.5 runs. You use half the stamina to get the same rewards. The math is weird. And yeah, it's minus 40. So like it's 120 sanity overall. But it's 3 runs of like a normal farming stage. Technically, I guess you can use the minus 40% on like another stage then as well, like one that costs more than 80 stamina, but how does it interact with sanity permits? Well, like the stage just uses less sanity. Probably you can use a sanity permit and it like, I mean, it just consumes 40 of it or whatever. Or maybe you can't use permits. Actually, honestly, likely you just can't use sanity permits when doing the discounted ones. Most likely. What a name. Dorothy Vibrator. First time chat. And also, oh yeah, it does also say certain stages, doesn't it? Certain stage completion rewards, yeah. So it might only be on the like normal farming stages. I'm wondering why they do it as a discount instead of something like double drops. Because you can still have the same efficiency. You could just do it as plus 50% drops. But I wonder if it's because of like the way that the stamina is just currently organized, which is like if you don't use your daily stamina potion, you only do 2 runs. Like you have enough for 2 runs from normal stamina regen. You have enough for 2 runs a day if you don't use the free potion you get from dailies. Two and a half run. Well, yeah, half a run doesn't fucking count. It's half a run. You don't do half a run. You can't do half a run. So you only really get 2 in reality a day. Well, yeah, because it's 3 runs the next day, yes. But like, if you just look at it in like just a 1-day stamina regen, it's 2 runs. So it's not like a consistent where you always have, you know, so 2 one day, 3 next day, and so on. So it fluctuates. So then the sanity discount makes more sense because it fits into that better. But I don't know. They could obviously just do 2 double drops, but then if they want to do 3 specifically, because 2 seems a little low. So then if they wanted to do 3 double drops, it would like force you to do the extra stamina potion as well, which maybe some people don't want to do. Unless they just gave you an extra sanity potion that day or something. They'll probably adjust this. I think some people, I think there's a better way to do this. They'll probably adjust it. Because yeah, it's a bit awkward to do it like that. And obviously people rather have bonus drop than lower cost. They'll probably even put out a survey, possibly even asking about this. I almost feel like I probably don't even need to give feedback on this. They're gonna get enough feedback on this. They're gonna get enough feedback. Yeah, most games do it as you get a certain amount of bonus drops a day. But those games usually, when you're using your daily stamina in those games, you usually do it, like, you're usually doing more, like, runs of the farming stages than you are in Endfield. In Endfield, you're doing, like, 2, maybe 3 a day. Right? So you're doing less of them. While in the other games, it's very easy for you to do 4 or 5 runs a day with, like, the way that the stamina is mathed out. Hey, Daniels? Ready? Probably. And you probably can't use permits on the discount stamina, just because it would be awkward and weird. I just might screen a little bit. There we go. Okay, I didn't fuck up my camera. Doesn't help that other games the daily farming stage like 10 seconds. Well, no, depends. Because I'm not thinking like, oh, I'm thinking daily farming in HSR and Genshin and so on. Your daily farming is farming relics in the long term, not getting like talent materials or money. It's farming relics and so on, which are not just like 10 seconds. And are usually like 40 stamina or whatever. Not that the number matters at all, because it's dependent on the regen. Oh, you might, well, I mean, yeah, we might get degen quality of life as well. Like auto refills and stuff. And yeah, the point of the sanity events is to get players to log in. Like towards the end of a patch or whatever. Keep people logging in. I call this 1.1 stream because that's an easy way to market it. It's marketing, okay? It's not a stream. It's not a broadcast. But that's how everyone knows what they are. If you put it as like a 1.1 devlog or whatever, that doesn't tell people anything. So it's way easier to just describe it as the 1.1 stream or whatever. All marketing. Yeah, I do wonder about, indeed, standard polls. Will there be repeatable standard polls? Or if that will just be a thing that it's constantly there, just like more often in one-time rewards for stuff or something? We'll see. It's not even a Hoyo mentality. It's just live service shenanigans. You do a premiere or live stream thingy for new content. It's just live service. Arknights does it. Arknights has quarterly streams for this stuff. Though they're actually presented as live streams, That's the only weird part here with Endfield, is that it's not presented as a live stream. Even though all of the things are always pre-recorded, they're just shown as live streams, even when they're not. So, and yeah, it's because it's a fun community thing to join up for the launch of the patch news or content or whatever. AK does it quarterly. AK does a stream for every, like, before every limited event. Because that makes more sense for the production pipeline of Arknights. Limbus does actual live stream, but also Limbus live streams are, like, not predictable either, so you know, Limbus is an outlier, as always. Add more difficulty sliders. Well, I mean, we don't technically have any difficulty sliders, do we? And we'll see if we have, like, the voiceover stuff. Maybe it's just better this time. It was just a little awkward last time. Oh shit, it's this song. It's the Fungi song. It's her aura farming. Who would watch besides Clear? Only watch me. What do you mean? Shaking my head. It is kind of, what is it? Why is it so? Why is this song so low for some reason? Oh! Suddenly loud. Watch Arknights Endfield, they're entertaining. It's true. It's true. It's true. Why is my mic doing like a weird thing? What the fuck? Why are all these off? That's why. The fuck? I had all my settings on my mic gone off. I was wondering why, like, sound was coming through it. Like, noise cancelling wasn't on or something. Because it wasn't. The fuck? Being scammed. Turned it off by itself. Bastard. Anyway, there's like 2 minutes. Actually, yeah, a lot of JP ones actually do like actual streams, like live streams. Like, the Arknights JP ones, I think, are actual live streams. So it's a kind of a difference in just, I guess, also country. JP often does actual streams. JP does organize events as well, but I mean, obviously yes. But no, it's just like in general, JP, not Arknights JP, as in just Japan in general, for like game updates and stuff, does like actual streams. Fairly often. We actually might have to. Now we're just actually waiting for it to be uploaded. It should be hitting like right now. Where is it? Where is it? Waiting. 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 Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Why do I still not see it? Oh. Got the link for it. But yeah, 40 minutes. So yeah, it's very much... Do we hop into stream right away?
各位管理员们好，我是明日方舟周末地的游戏制作人海毛肉和物。此时此刻，就在我们录制的当下，回望明日方舟周末地的正式公测呢，已经过去半个多月了。
Hello.
在这段时间里啊，我们感受到了全世界管理员们的认可和喜爱。
Over half a month.
明日方舟周末地的全球游玩人数、在线时长、
Wait, when are they filming this?
都远远
We'll go through it one, but I'll try not pause too much. We'll watch it
在
live.
这里和大家分享这份喜悦，也请允许我向你们说一声感谢，管理员，你们的喜爱就是我们持续创造塔维尔的意义。当然啊，期待也是一体两面的。
Expectation can be double assured, so we understand.
还远远不能满足大家的期待，但管理员们的热情坚定了我们持续打磨周末地的决心。在这段时间里，我们持续阅读
Okay, we know, guys, we know.
讨论管理们留下的体验意见。这些
We know that we had the fucking insane expectations.
那即使
And we didn't quite do everything.
开发组成员们也没有停下，一边投入
Okay, and it's about the length that I expected. I expected more than half an hour at
推进
least.
优化，力求为各位管理员带来更优质
He
的
did start right away.
所以啊，这次
Yes, I'm first. I'm first.
形式和各位
As long as I don't
聊一聊一
pause.
些即将落地的优化细节，以及即将到来的新版本内容，还有未来的制作方向。
Game improvement progress. Right into it. No faffing. Right into it.
那这次优化
Dijon.
覆盖的范围很广，从干员养成、资源获取到战斗交
And
互。
in beginner's tribute event.
那我们从多个
There's so
模块
many!
优先审视
So many things I can't read
我们会
everything!
先从各位管理员最关心的，也是最直接影响体验的部分
So
开
many
始介绍。
things! We're gonna have to look at all
在
these
研发通
after.
讯中啊，我们提到过，我们进行了系列调整
It's so
希望
many
能为管理员
things!
们减轻负担，改善体验。首先是资源获取与
Oh, okay, never mind. Maybe he's gonna talk about
我
it.
们会
Is
投
it
入
okay?
更多的养成支持。
No, we're gonna watch it as if it's live, and then we'll go
在
back
完
and
成主线第一
pause.
章特定
Also, apparently he's gonna
管理员
talk
将可以
about them
通过
anyway.
新增的新手任务奖励，累计
Okay,
获
yeah,
得
yeah.
10
They
张
listed a
特
bunch of things, but they're going through the
已经
major
达成
ones,
这些
so we
进
can
度
then look at the
的
minor
管
ones
理员则可以
afterwards.
直接进入活动界面领取了。同时啊，基础寻访凭证的获取途径也进一步增加了。
Ah, I
从
will be
本次新版本
expanded.
开始，管理员可以通过提升协议通行证等级的方式，周期性的稳定获取。
Steady, okay, so they're adding normal,
在
they're
艺
adding
术项目
standards to
和
Battle
实战
Pass.
权益玩法的更新中啊，也将追加
They'll add
更多
more to
可兑换的
redistribution
技术
and
寻访
edge
凭证
space salvage.
那这里啊，也和大家做个小小的提醒：0号委托版本末的清波江起签到活动
Oh, this is a
即将开
pre-event
始
sign. Who?
管理员们也
There's
请
an
记
signing
得
event.
参与签到，获
New
取基
signing
础寻
event.
访凭证。
Okay, and
以及
they're
新
adding
奖励
the
啊那我们呢也
resetting
对集成配额的获取途径进
versions
行了
of
补充增加。
standards, which is
当管理
good.
员
It
们
was the thing that
首
was
次
missing.
获得4星、
Oh,
5星、
they're
6星
increasing.
干员时
Oh, they're
将
increasing
额外获得对应的
ASE
集成配额
quota.
对于已
Extra
经完成
ASE
首次获取的情况呢，我们也会在新版本开解后统一通过邮件补发对应的配额。集成配额的转换
Dude, you're gonna get so much fucking quota?
当持有的干员信物多于提升该干员至满潜时所需的数量时呢，可以一键完成溢出信物的配额转换。
Okay,
同
but
时，
that's
提升
yeah,
潜能用的信物呢，也将会被自动保留。
yeah, this and this is how it
管理员们
works
可以
in
简单
Arknights
快
as
速
well.
的使
Yeah,
用
yeah.
配额去
It's
兑
just
换
this.
各种物资和奖励了。
Oh, it's for the
另外
first
当
time.
4号
Okay,
地
okay, yeah, yeah, for the
后来
first
联
time.
系的物资
Okay,
调度
okay,
系统
okay.
升至
Right.
4级以
I
后
didn't read that part.
会新增一个可用调度卷
Multi-line engraving kit. Oh, it's a better engraving
使
kit?
用后可以获得包含3条自定义属性的机制，也就是能够直接获取完美匹配管理员想要的武器的机制，按需去打造更合适的武器配置。在
Oh.
后续版本中啊
Oh, it's just straight up
在每一
guarantee
个
it,
部分
like
物资调度
all
系
the
统中进行
fucking
投放
bits.
在交互与易用性方面，我们以
Okay
管理员的反馈为基础，围绕引导
Just straight up custom
界面
essence right
手
away.
柄体验、资源收取等方面进行了一系列优化。我们希望之后的管理员接取任务、推进流程时，将会迎来更好的体验。首先是活动任务的引导，我们为部分会解
Mission that
锁
unlocks
探索
explorable
区域的
areas
任务呢，添加了新区域任务角标。
Okay, but yeah, because they used to be
便于
marked as
管理员
new
们清晰
feature or
顺畅地
something
接取
rather
推
than
进
new
以
area.
解锁新区域，帮助管理员们接取
Also,
个
they
人
did
任务
mention
的
control
行动
experience as
手
well.
册也将同步优化。例如，
Okay, I was not
管理员遇到
expecting
要
the
去
the
履历
full
墙的
like
位置
custom
可以通过地图标记
essence
快速
thing.
定位，其中还有些任务是需要管理员通过赠送干员礼物去完成。那现在啊，可以免去购买，直接通过推进主线获取礼物。
Okay, so you can just get some
赠送干员
gifts while you're doing
更
main
顺畅
stuff.
地
Okay.
完成相关任务。那后续活动中啊，我们
Right,
有
right, right. Because there was
更
missions
完
where you
整的
needed to
指引
give
和引
stuff,
导
but then like you
针
didn't
对
get
部分
gifts
剧情演化
automatically.
项目
Okay,
功能
fair
本
enough.
身也进行了优化，部分剧情对话触发时可立即跳过。
Get the
类
fuck
似
out
的
of here.
实战
Skipping!
群一玩法中啊
Skipping!
进入挑战时的场景镜头呢
Okay,
也被简化
yeah.
了，
Shorter
能够让大家
entry
尽快
cutscene.
投入到探索之中。
A little
在探索
tiny
体验中啊，
improvements.
武器潜能的升级与机制界面将直接可以查看武器技能详情，地图上也可以直接看到珍贵采集点和矿点的生成材料数量了，并为
Oh,
未插
you
矿
don't have
机
to click
或
on
未正常
them.
开采的矿点呢，也
It
增
just
加了
shows
提示
you.
标志，方便管理员
Oh
们
yeah,
查
chat
看。
is covering the
以及
text
管
too.
理员们前
Let
往
me
好
move
友
the
地
white
窖号
up
探索
here.
结束，
If
或者
they're gonna
是
keep all the
倒卖
text there,
物资
then
后啊，也可以直接被传送回原位置，
choose to return to
不会
your.
被统一传送到自己的地窖号上了，方便管理员们的行动。
Oh yeah, yeah, yes, yes, the thingy, where you got when you're coming back from
操
friends.
作所需时间都进行了缩减，更加方便
Okay,
了。
farming optimize. Poop
同时啊
maxing.
我们也关注到 不少管理员
I put myself as the chat at
对
the
于
same level
红点
that
的
I
提
am.
示与邮箱领取逻辑进行
Red
优
dot
化。
tips, yes.
当前已不会再出
Faster
现
farming
因为背包容量限制而无法领取奖励情况了。
Okay, backpack
暂时无
space.
法领取的珍贵彩
Whatever.
旗呢，也会直接进入邮箱暂存区，领取后呢，直接存入仓库。那这里也提前和大家分享几项将在不远的版本中上线的交互与减负优化。
Okay.
那我们将增加
I can't read it. We're gonna pause later. We're looking through it. We're not all gonna watch it live. We're gonna go through all of it later anyway.
4级之后
Recycling station? Okay, yeah, then you get the remote. Yeah, okay, so there it is. There's the quality of life for that thing.
那在递降号的总
Oh, but this is still to be implemented.
也可以快速安排干员从事生产活动。
Quick claiming and order placement, yep. Quick claiming for products and order production, yep.
还需要和各位
quality of life
说明。目前我们的递降号和各个房间暂时不会开放更高等级升级。
No
所以
way!
对于已经将递降号和现在的房间升至最高等级的管理员们，那即使回收站的远程收取功能还没有时装，那各位管理员也不用担心未来需要升级而去
Just telling you-
大量航天材料了。
Don't worry about it.
先花费额外时间去
Don't worry about it. You don't need to do everything every day.
手柄按键自定义
Control by the customization. There it
自己
is.
习惯来进行手柄键位的。
We'll see how much it is.
那在战斗方面我们优化了敌人发起攻击后的红光提示效果。
Okay, so they are changing
现在
this.
红光提示效果在大多数情况下
More visible under certain segments. Have they changed the timing of some of them?
希望能够帮助管理员更快的识别危险。
Because some of the timings
另
on
外
them are
我
sometimes
们
a
优
little
化了
weird.
各
We'll
种
see,
副本
maybe.
的挑战逻辑，在管理员挑战协议空间、微镜在线、微镜预演等副本时呢，编队干员将以独立的
and this is,
满
yeah,
生
giving
命
you max
值、
HP when
满
you go
终结
in.
技能量的状态进入副本，助力管理员们更加轻松的完
One
成挑战
JP。guy.
那离开副本时编队干员都会恢复到原有的状态，
Oh, yeah, just
与
reset
副本
them.
内的状态
Reset.
各自独立，互不影响。
I don't think,
管理员
did they
可以
mention
放心尽情的
ults?
战斗了。那最后是集成工业方面，我们也开展了全方位的优化。首先是一项非常关键的功能，管理员们现在可以在集成合成区域之外就可以制造设备了。我相信
Was it full ult as well? Okay,
大家的游玩体验
Huge.
那不仅制造设备更加便捷，放置设备的描述显示也将更新。那现在放置设备时，如果该设备达到该区域上限而无法放置时呢，也会更加明确的提示给各位管理员是哪种设备。
Yeah, the building, being able to build
我们
stuff
重新梳
outside
理了
of
共享设备
factory
的
is
展
obviously
示
quite nice
与
when
管理
you're
方
actually
式。
exploring a new
管理
area
员
and you suddenly
可以
run out of
通过 UI
something.
样式直接区分自建设备与
Okay,
他人
yep,
共享的设
that's
备
nice.
比如自建的滑索与共享滑索。
Sometimes it was a little funky
现在
trying to
也可
like,
以
is
在
that
地图
mine?
界面直
If
接
you don't
删
remember
除
which one is
其他人
yours.
的共享设备了，让
Oh
管理
yeah,
员
the being
更
able
加
to
方
delete
便
from
地
map
管
was
理
also
个人设备
mentioned.
对于俯瞰模式我们也做了进一步的调优。PC 端可以通过设置选择在俯瞰模式下使用 ESC
You can
按键
change
或者
it.
Caps Lock 按
This was
键
also-
退出这个模式下
This was
最大的
mentioned,
可
but you
见范围
specifically get to
也得到了
choose
扩
which
展
behavior you
同
want.
时我们也新增了手柄端长按可以开始移动的功能。那管理员们俗称的拉电线的环节也将得到优化。此前当中继器的电力运输距离超过80米时，会在超过10米及
Yeah, this would
90米时
cancel.
提示距离过远，强制
Is it
中断
now
运
just
行
gonna not cancel
那
it?
现在我们将这个缓冲距离
Oh no,
增
it's
加
just
至20米。
okay. They
仅100
exchange
米以内管理员
extended
都可以
it.
在电力连接的状态下移动调整连接设备，而且电力一旦开始运输，也不会因为进入剧情对话
Oh,
而被
it
打
won't
断
be
了。希望
disconnected
这些都能够帮
by
助管理员
whatever.
更好的去完成电力的部署。同时，我们还增加了在滑索前庭时可以显示小
Minimap on zipline, yes. So a bunch of these are the stuff that was mentioned in the earlier devlog that was just in text
另
as
外，
like
相信
upcoming
管理员们
updates.
也遇到过一键存放盛装液体的瓶子非常
Filled
方便的问题
bottles, yes, yes, the
那
stashing
现在盛装液
mechanism.
体的瓶子不会被
Oh, numbering
背
the
包
oh, was there a numbering on the
直接收
farm?
取
Oh,
管理员们可以放心的勾选
For
一
zip
键
lines
存放的各种选项，不用担心以
The
后
bottles
装着吸氧液体的
The
瓶子
bottles
不小心被放在仓库里了。那模拟空
Okay,
间
can you also now
也新增
switch
了
the
手动完成
fluid
模拟的
like
相关时刻章
dumping unit?
管理员们可以按需收集展示。非常
All right,
感谢
there's the
各位
engraved
管理
medal
员
for
对于
manual
我们的支持
completion.
大家的热情让我们备受鼓舞。我们有信心通过长线的调优和新
I
内
can
容
number
制
the.
作
Are you sure that
为
wasn't
大家
just the
提供
number
更优
on
质
the
的游戏
minerals
体验
showing how many
塔
there
维尔
are
探索
there
版
now?
图
Because that
正
was
在
the
延
thing.
展。就像刚才提到
There's a number on the minerals
我们开
now
发组成员
for
一边在
how
持
much is
续优
it
化
there
一
currently.
边在筹备后续多个新版本的内容的开发。我们将在本次日志的后续环节和大家一起展望之后的旅程。
Fucking
那接
manual
下来，先
completion.
请管理员跟随我们，放眼即将到来的新版本吧。
Preview. Trailer. Or. Yes, trailer!
Why isn't Tangtang here yet?
Tangtang.
I'm afraid a dark mask card won't work this time.
Tangtang. Head pat, Tangtang. Tangtang head pat. Ooh.
Maybe everyone thinks I'm a troll at being a chief, but I'm not
The
pretty this season.
guitar. The guitar.
No matter what the truth may be, I, Dark Mask of Chimbo Stockade and occupant of the 3rd seat, shall stand with my chief.
My chief. My chief. Ooh, fancy graphic. Ooh. Style. Size medium, Chingbo. Belt subregular autonomous settlement. Real space Elapsio. Ardashir. Tentacle? Big oh. New operators! Very Arknight style of presentation. Tangtang. Oh, Rossi first, okay. Riddle Rossi. I didn't really. What was he? I didn't see. Oh, she's very fast. Oh my goodness. Hello, Tangtang. Was it guard? It goes so fast. Cryocaster. Tangtang. Okay, so where was Cryocaster, huh? Yippers. She spin? Oh, some kind of domain expansion? Very water. Was that Rossi actually in Wuling? The Overwatch Reaper. Was that Rossi in Wuling then there? Version intel. She gets powerful take your they're showing the art! Of course. Le marketing. They show the art. Blue apple? Yo, look at that! Did you see that? The Giga Chad Rossi? Giga Chad Rossi! The hell? Gun, obviously, and sword, obviously. Lupine Scarlet. Protocol Pass. Oh yeah, obviously new stuff for Protocol Pass. New gear piece? Oh, gear upgrades. Oh, gear upgrades. Okay, yeah, the second level. Never mind, that might be Cuprium. Those were very Cuprium colored. Okay, there's narrative. Yeah, so Rossi's story quest, yeah. Umbral Monument, 2 different Umbral Monuments. New Delver. So yeah, Wuling Umbrals and Wuling Delvers. Only Zone 4. Okay, 1 zone. Some kind of guide event. New area. Chingbo Stockade, yes. Also, yeah, Bird Guy. Bird Guy is back. Bird enemy. Wuling ASC plant. Oh, Cuprium, there it is. I should have put Cuprium into my guesses. It's Cuprium time. We have toxic waste again. Toxic waste time. Cuprium mining. It's back. We can actually start dumping actual toxic waste. Holy shit, bean. It's the pissing event. Challenge event survival training. Okay. Oh, it's this thing. Okay, this thing. Yeah. It's power. Yeah, we have a power washing event apparently. Power wash sim. Oh yeah, was that the guy where you give yeah, you have to like do consumables. Oh, it's a bunch of different ones. Okay, it's a bunch of like little gimmick puzzle fights, I guess. Poop and piss event. Version content preview. Looked fun. Fun stuff. And yeah, it was Rossi. Okay, was Rossi then also Heat Guard, which was like, also a pretty safe bet, it feels.
偏离原本的行程，误入了清波寨。那正在此时啊，大家结识了这片水域的豪杰——清波寨的大当家 汤汤。
Supreme Chief! The update title is real long and real poetic.
管理员一行啊，也最终是得以继续前行，顺利抵达武陵城。那相信啊，大家都对汤汤。
And yeah, the trailer was very AK coded, like in sort of the same style as AK trailers have been,
都让众人
just
感觉到
adapted
清波
for
寨与
3D.
武陵城之间一定发生过什么。而平静的水面之下，由于涅菲斯与阿达希尔到来，清波寨
The spoilers, they're here.
在本次故事中，管理员将重新回到清波寨。 深入探索
Actually, also, it looks like a fairly small. We might actually not get a new sub PAC here yet, but we do get more. Like we get like Kuprium and stuff, so we'll see. But it might actually not be a new
随着
sub
故事推
PAC.
进，管理员也将被这股涌动的余波卷入。你必须找到失踪的汤汤，搞清楚这里究竟发生了什么，直面潜伏在这片净土背后的危机。
The facade of
说完了
peace.
主线的故事啊，相信汤汤与阮姨这对兄妹。 也许会让不少管理员想到。
Oh, but first of all, good today that the sibling was mentioned. Rossi was mentioned.
和朗卫。那在本
It's the siblings
我们也
patch.
会迎来一个关于洛西的支
Okay,
线小
so
故事
okay, Rossi is not in
洛西的
Wuling.
故事啊，围绕着一段意想不到的小冒
Okay,
险。
Rossi is not in Wuling.
他身为狼犬的一
It
员，
is separate
总是
quest.
学着如何像一个大人一般去思考行动，而这些可能也会让他的经历和很多同龄人截然不同。这一次
She
啊
lost her
为了
childhood,
取回一
no
份
childhood.
遗失的样本。 洛西和管理员不得不一起来到。
Are we going into? We're going into the place. It's the
让身
place.
背氏族责任，却甚少接触这些
It's the
还很幸福的
secret
洛西啊
cave.
感到无比新鲜。那管理员啊，也看出了他的小心思，让他第一
The
次像一
child
个真正的
cave.
孩子一样，回归到无忧无虑的童趣之中。那这一段故事啊，是属于这位狼群精锐的难得小气。
Killing
那
rabbit.
也希望管理员在这段小冒险中，也能发现洛西
Oh,
在平
goodness.
时难以展露的另一面。 那介绍完这些啊，相信大家都对汤汤
No way, we go on a little child adventure.
接下来，我们让 Ra 来给大家介绍一下他们究竟有哪些绝技。
Rah. It's also it's the siblings patch. It's Tangtang and Rossi, and then Rossi Wolfguard.
各位管理员们好，我是明日方舟周末地的
Hello,
官
Ra.
方设计师 Ra 牛，很高兴呢能在这里向各位管理员们分享我们近期的一些成果。明日方舟周末地的上线仅仅是一个开始。
Just the
对我们
beginning,
而言
indeed.
如何在后续的长线运营中回馈大家沉甸甸的喜爱与期待，才是我们今后最重要的课题。所以，我们仍在全力开发新内容，为了给大家提供更多元、更丰富的冒险版图。
Also, there was a new game
而
mode
在这次
mentioned,
的
by
故
the
事
way.
中，正如海毛刚才提到的，我们将有机会
Light
与清波寨的大当家汤汤。
I heard 海
Hai
毛, okay? You can just
作为
put
黑
it.
面
It's
上
Hai
模
Ma.
糊
It's
的
not
大
Light
当家
Zhong.
堂堂是一名兼具群体输出
Okay,
与辅助能力的
she'll
硕
go
士
over
干
through some
员
of the character
他
stuff.
可以利用战绩与联系技生成的涡流与水龙卷
Whirlpools and water
施加
spouts.
寒冷附着
Yeah, so she's
造
like
成寒
water
冷伤害
themed, so then,
而
you
作
know,
为
cryo
核
is
心
kind
女
of
儿
closest there.
她依水而生，逐波而长，所以我们在技能演出与效果设计上都融入了大量的水流相关的元素，
Big jump.
希望能呼应她的身世背景。
You
而
know,
终结
ice
技
is
则
water.
进一步强化了汤汤在战场中的控场
Okay,
表
crowd
现，
control. Oh, yeah,
也
yeah.
很符合
yeah.
他一夫当关，万夫莫开的清波寨大当家的身份嘛。大家看汤汤的技能名也挺有意思的。
Okay, it's gun kata.
红
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes,
最多可以
yes.
进行
Gun
5段
user who's in melee.
造成
Gun user who's in
他的战绩
melee.
踏潮卷浪是整套机制中的核心技能。发用时，汤汤会对敌人造成寒冷伤害，掀起一处水龙卷，同时呢还会消耗场上的涡流，使它们转化为额外的水龙卷。涡流和水龙卷都是汤汤在场上创造出的特殊效果。之后呢，
Yes.
我们也会进行详细的介绍。
Also, it's all water, actually.
它会对范围内的敌人
It's
施加
applying
寒冷
cryo,
附着
but it's obviously
并
water,
持续造成
you know.
寒冷伤害。如果单次战绩形成多个水龙卷，还将额外施加法术
Art
脆弱的效
susceptibility?
果，并且
Emo,
根据水龙卷生成的数量
I'm a wave
可
rider.
以说，水龙卷就是汤汤在战场上
What is
发挥
that
的
name? I
关键
just。realized.
当敌人
I'll
被
have to
施
look at
加
these
寒冷
again
附
a
着
bunch, but
或是受到法术爆发伤害时，就可以触发汤汤的连续技河水助我。
Infliction or cry, or Art's burst just in general.
贯穿前方敌人，
So she can be in
造
other
成寒
teams
冷
as
伤害
well.
的同时，会迸射出一处涡流。如果解锁了汤汤的第一
And
天
yeah,
赋
you have like
肝胆
you
相
she
照，
like
涡流
fam
会
of
使
honor.
附近的敌人减速，使我方的干员获得移动速度增加。
Oh, increasing movement speed.
我们
Oh,
希望汤汤的连续
slowing
技
them enemies and
战绩之
increasing
间
ours.
能够形成清晰的配合关系，战绩能够提供寒冷附着。
Oh, she
可以
she
触发
dived.
连续
She
技生
dived
成涡流
in.
而积累的涡流又可以通过下一次战绩转化为水龙卷，
So
从而获得
planting
更强的
whirlpools
输
and
出
then
效果。
triggering them.
终结技，大战家盯着呢，发动时，
Die
汤汤会揭开眼罩， 释放魔眼中的
Golden stare.
在剧情中啊，
She's so
也会有
chuny.
汤汤摘下眼罩时的表现。我们希望每次技能释放都能让大家回忆起那份决意，这也是
Spoilers！
才决定了
Spoilers！
锚点，以控制为主的一个设计思路。在刚才提到的魔眼中的古老图形释放后，范围内的所有敌人，注意啊，包括领袖敌人，都
Includes bosses will be
持
immobilized.
续受到寒冷伤害。当图形的演化结束时，会降下
The fucking strongest eyes there. Actual Sharingan.
如果主控干员在古老图形内进
Oh,
行
dive
攻击，将可以提前结束。
Oh, can be ended. Oh,
并
okay,
触
okay,
发
okay.
巨浪的额外效果。值得一提的是，解锁汤汤的第二天赋呼风唤浪后，这一中系技的表现将得到
Oh,
进一步强化。
already dive attack
主控干
synergy.
员在古老图形内进行下落攻击，提前结束演化时，除了巨浪伤害提升之外，
Huh.
汤汤还会额外生成一处水龙卷，并使场上的每一处涡流都额外形成一处水龙卷。
How deep in are
这
we?
些水龙卷的伤害
20
都
minutes
会获得提升。从实战角度看啊，汤汤不仅能一人成队，能够
Jump attack
依靠自身的
enhancement
机制
already
形成顺畅的技能循环，也非常适合
She
以
looks
输出
fun
加辅助的定位，加入寒冷附着与爆发伤害为核心的队
I
伍
might
中
go for Tangtang just to have
也
like
就是
more
管理员
cryo.
们常说的兵队。那接
Yeah,
下来啊
cryo team, yeah.
我们就通过一段实战来具体看看汤汤的战斗表现吧。
Okay, Tangtang. Oh,
这
marble.
次我们面对的是4号谷地的最终 BOSS 白垩接位，想必大家都还记得他有一
Am I
招
supposed to be seeing
可以
something right
在空中
now?
落下大量锚点，很难对付。
Okay.
哎，看他快要起飞了，就是现在，我们发动他
They weren't showing us the setup.
直接停住他。
Okay, yeah, did really? Really? It's just fucking stop.
我们立刻开启塞西和别里的终结技
And then,
对
because then
boss
you
进行一波猛烈的输出。哎
get to
然后
fucking
刚好
stagger.
boss 此时进入了失衡
I
状
can
态
use it for my last
立
right
刻我们使
team.
用他们的战绩
Wow.
产生3个水龙卷，返还许多气力的同时，对 BOSS 造成大量的伤害，同时施加寒冷附着。最后呢，我们再使用
Wait, 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 wait,
完成
wait,
一波
wait, wait,
收
wait,
割
recovered
到
SP?
最后白
Or was that
垩
from
接位
just
也没能
like,
再次飞上天空了。
you know,
汤汤的
whatever
战绩
stuff,
还特
and
别
not
适合
actually his
快
her
速清理
skills?
杂兵。接下来呢，我们再来看看
I feel like that's gonna be
面对
expensive
免
ult,
前
yeah,
和以及
right?
难
'Cause
缠的
like-
虎甲兽的情况吧。我们先利用汤汤战绩大
Just
范围
being able to
的
actually just
快速地
freeze
清理
for a
掉
moment
这
is
只怪兽
crazy.
让我们有空专心的对付剩下的这只大怪啊。此时追加一逢的战绩给敌人施加冻结，并配合汤汤的闪避后迅速
Also, that I just love gun kata,
接上
man.
一堆连携技，
Melee gun user?
跟上了一堆终结技后，哎呦不好呀，这只伏教后很狡猾呀，跑出了一逢连携技的范围。不过呢没关系，我们开启一逢的终结技后，哎，极限的接上汤汤的终结技。
All
让
right,
敌人牢牢地
because
定
then
住
you can just
我们再进
fucking
行
hold them
猛
in
烈的安全输
place.
出。最后呢，配合一逢的战绩，将敌人流畅的一波带走。
This, okay, Jesus Christ.
从刚才的演示里啊，
Boss
大家也可以
CC
看到，汤汤不仅可以利用涡流形成水龙卷，
Also, however, my guess was somewhat correct that we would get a cryo caster to support a bunch of cryo
是一名输
teams.
出与控制兼具的全能型术士干员。
Okay, they lost it.
早在4号谷地啊
Oh, they did mention some kind of SP return. Okay, huh,
氏族的
yeah.
领袖洛西有过
Probably
接触
SP return based on
在
water
本次版本
spells,
中，他也将作为一名禁卫干员
Oh,
正
this
式
music.
加入管理员的队伍。虽然在敬仰的管理员面前，洛西偶尔也会展露出天真直率的一面，但作为氏族的领导者，他的实力强劲。
Don't you do the fucking
洛
karambit?
西是一名兼具施加破防和提供
Karambit the blue
的
steel!
干员。他的特色之处在于能够同时造成法术
Arts
和
and
物理
physical,
的
okay.
混伤
She's
效果
mixed.
也是目前唯一一位可以将敌人
Convert
身上
arts
法术
infliction on enemies
转化为
into vulnerability.
防守
Oh,
的干员。终结技是他最强力的输出
Oh
窗口。
okay.
洛西最多可以进行5段普通攻击，对敌人造成物理伤害。
Normal
在
basics.
处决敌人时，将额外造成大量的物理伤害，并恢复一定记忆力。为了体
And
现
store
洛
some
西
skill
迅
points.
捷如风的身法，
Okay, well, yeah,
我
let's
们
just
特
hit
意
normal
让他的
hits.
战技和连续技都能触发2段式的攻击。洛西的战技血红之影，第一段攻击会对敌人造成物理伤害，并施加击飞效果。
Oh, lift.
而
Okay.
当目标敌人身上已经存在破防层数时，洛西则会额
哦
外增加第2段攻击，释放狼之破。
It really is
对目标造成
Gibby
灼热伤害
Woolard.
需要注意的是，战技释放的狼之破造成伤害后，还可以触发洛西的第1天赋灼痕，
Also
对
nice
目标
scratch
施加转
moves.
印状态。 爪印状态会持续使目标受到伤害，且使其受到的物理和灼热伤害提升。
They're like mixed
若是
physical
对
heat.
处于爪印状态的敌人造成暴击后，将进而
Oh, yeah,
触发
oh, yeah,
第二
crit,
天
okay.
赋废血，
Crit,
可额
so
外
you'll
施
build
加
her
一次
crit.
伤害，并恢复一定的生命值。
Oh, recovers
如果目
HP.
标处于燃烧状态，这个伤害和治疗效果还将得到
Oh, and if
进一步
target is
提升
combusted, which makes works with Wolfguard. So like
当敌
Rossi,
人同时处于
Wolfguard,
破防与
Gibby.
法术附着状态时，洛希的连歇技疗影时刻将固定触发2次。
Guaranteed to be triggered
第一
twice.
次攻击会稳定造成物理伤害，而第2次攻击则会消耗
Consume
目标
or
身上的
infliction
所
tax
有
on the
法术
target.
附着，根据消耗的层
Dealing
数
physical damage
造
based
成
on
物理
sex
伤害
consumed.
并施加击
So
飞
it's
效果。
mostly still physical
同时
damage.
呢，还可以提升洛希自身的暴击
Critical
力
rate and
与
critical
暴击
damage
伤
are
害
increased. Okay, so
如果
crits.
管理员们的操作
Crit
很
damage,
好，
crit DPS
第2次的连接技能够做到精准衔接。
Oh, you have
将额外
perfect
为敌人
timing.
施加一层破防。
You have a
实现
perfect
破防
like
层数的快速
right.
叠加
Okay, there's an actual perfect timing like
洛
mechanic.
希的终结技利爪奇袭，可以在短时间内对敌人造成多段灼热伤害。
Big burst
随后，洛希使用匕首进行2段追击，造成大量的灼热伤害，并施加一层灼热附着。而终结技将在暴击时产生更高的暴击伤害。总的来说，洛希不仅能够作为近卫干
That's a lot to read,
高
that's a lot to
效
go
施加破
through.
防，同时呢，也能
So yeah,
稳定
like
地引入法术伤害。
Mixed
这是一
heat
项它
physical,
的重要优势
seemingly mostly
接下来
still
呢，我们将
physical
通过一段
damage.
实战
But
视频来看看洛希的战斗表现。这次我们要面对的敌人是年谷行星人啊，我喜欢叫他大斧哥。
I like to call him Brother
开场
X.
我们先使敌人同时进入破防和灼热附着状态，这刚好触发了洛希的连歇技。我们一同操作，精准
It goes so
衔接他的
quickly,
第2段
man.
连歇技，成功一次性对敌人施加了2层破防。之后呢，我们迅速衔接洛希的战技，给目标施加第4层破防和爪印状态。在管理员猛击消耗破防层数后，我们接上狼卫的终结技，让大斧哥进入
And
燃
then
烧
blowing
状态。
combustion, yep. Then some
最
SP.
后，我们使用洛希的终结技，对敌人发起暴风骤雨般的攻击，帅气的解决了敌人的同时，还恢复了一定的生命值。由于洛希的连歇技
Oh, does she have the same
对于
auto?
法术
She
类型
might.
没有
It
任何
wouldn't be
限制
surprising.
啊。其实它还
Yeah, she's
可以
mostly
与
physical,
其他
like a
打
little
的
bit of
单元
heat.
形成良好的配合。那
Yeah,
接下来
but
呢，
because-
我
so
们
it's-
再来
yeah,
看
okay,
一场
interesting.
面对
Interesting.
年谷清道夫为首的多敌人的战斗。开场时，我们先使用吉亚佩塔的战技，
Yep.
将
Yepers.
场中的敌人都聚到一起。随后呢，我们配合狼卫的连歇技，将敌人全都击飞至空中，并使他们破
Yepers.
防。紧接着，我们再使用吉亚佩塔和洛希的战技，自然附着。
Oh, she said no
将
escape like
刚
Wolfguard
好
does,
触发
so-
洛希的连歇技。我们精准衔接后
Yeah.
敌人直接被4层破防。
Oh my god,
配
this
合大
goes
汉的
so
连歇技
fast,
进行一
man.
波猛烈的输出。最后，在洛希的战技命中敌人失衡后，开启吉尔佩塔的终结技，并使用洛希的终结技进行一次华丽的收场。
Dude, these showcases are
从刚才的
always
演
so
示里大家可以
crazy
看
because
到
there's so much
与合
happens
理的
so
法术效果搭
fast.
配时，洛希可以高效的叠加破防层数。他不仅能配合
Every
已有的
time
物理体系的干员，自身也拥有不俗的输出能力，是物理队的全新多面手。
I got some deja vu there. They both look pretty fun, yep. If you can play
随着
Rossi,
剧
you
情
can
推
be
进
an F1
清波寨与
driver.
武林之间长期积累的矛盾也会
The
逐渐
combat
浮出水面
showcases are always
在这个过程中
they're
康康尼
intense.
夫以及阿达希尔各自的立场与
I feel like they
选
should
择都会
slow them
逐渐
down
显现
almost
这些
intentionally just
看
to
似
show a
分散
bit
的
better
冲
what's
突与
happening.
选择会随着故事推进慢慢汇合，最终在
Rani
清波寨的侵权之下交织成同一段故事。因此，管理员能逐步深入清波寨内部，穿行于由水系结构串联起来的不同区域，层叠交错的大转盘区域与水车区
Oh,
域
big water,
将作为
massive
探索过程
water
中的
wheel.
特色区域
Oh.
出现。它们不仅呈现出清波寨以水为生的环境特征
Cool area, cool
也会
area.
在推进节奏与路线选择上对探索产生直接影响。
Oh, view,
同
life.
时，祖泉则是本次活动中的核心地点，水雾缭绕，竹林回响。这里不仅是清波寨的重要场所，也将在玩法上
That's a-
承担相当关键的作用。
That's a
随
big
着
old
探索
area.
深入，管理
哦
员最终将来到这里，
Oh,
迎接本
okay,
次
yeah,
主
yeah,
线
yeah.
中
The-
最重
the-
要的一
the-
场战斗。
spoilers for boss.
我们也很期
Wow.
待大家在实际的游玩中体验在这些水系结构之间穿梭、调整路线所感受到的探索乐趣。进入新的区域，也将意味着会遇到新的敌人。在清波寨中
Yes
管理员将
The
面对
funny
一些此
guys
前未曾交手过的对手。
The
无论
bird
是以烟花
and
进
the,
行
the
猛烈攻击
big
的青
guy.
山架，还是擅长利用
The
锁链
combo
进行
guy.
牵制与干扰的
Oh, that's a
控
new
油
guy.
和
That's a
亮
very
影
new
都
guy.
会为战斗带来新的应对方式和节奏变化。这些敌人的出现，
That's a bunch
相
of
信
new
都会
guys.
对管理员的编队选择与战斗策略
Some of them
提
are
出新
from
的
Beta
考验
1, but
在最后，管理员将面对一位神秘的领袖敌人， 这位敌人在狂暴状态下，管理员的攻击将难以对其造成有
It's
效伤害。
the ancestral spirit from Elden Ring, but red.
或许很难解决问题，但没关系。
Raw damage won't be enough. What?
主权的力量，管理员们可以在战场
Holy
中
spoilers,
收集
though.
并利用吸氧能量，逐步破除敌人的核心机制，扭转战局。
Raid mechanics.
至于更具体的应对方式以及这场战斗中还隐藏着哪些变化，就留给各位管理员们亲自去体验了。随着管理员们深入探索清波寨
Goodness gracious.
武林工业计划也将在本次版本中迎来扩展。我们将新增矿点类型、工业设备、
Cuprium,
的生产配方、
effluent
进
treatment
一步
formula,
丰
so
富
better
工业体系
also
的运转方式。
treatment
首
formulas.
先
and
来
stuff.
说说矿产
Also, was that new
资源方
turrets
面
as well?
在清波寨，管理员们可以找到新增的赤铜矿
There
点
it is,
与
Cuprium.
此前依赖电力的采集
Cuprium
方式不同。赤铜的开采将引入一套全新的设施——水驱矿
Yepers,
机。
there it
顾名
is.
思义啊，这类矿机无需介入电力，而是利用水流进行驱动，从而实现矿物的自动
Okay,
化
but they don't
采
need
集
power. Okay.
也更加贴合清
I
波
can't
寨
remember if they
以
needed
水为
power
核心的
in
环境
Beta
特
1.
点。采集得到的赤铜将成为一条全新生产线的系
Entirely
列
new production
在后续的
line.
加
Yep,
工流程中
Cuprium
可以产出
components.
赤铜装备
Cuprium
元件用于
components.
新装备制造。虽然这些新增装备在各项属性加成上与现有的最高品质装备相当，但全新的装备将为战斗配置提供更多选择空间。
Okay, so
同时
they're similar-ish.
凌晨
Okay,
对
so
水
they're
循
not
环
like
研究也有了
strictly
进步
better.
管理员们
It might be
能在
new,
工业
like,
计划内解锁
different
废水处理机
stat
以及废液合成相关的配方，这样一来就能将产生的污水
Do
引入
it
废水处理机，对污水进行无害化处理。
Yep,
也可
we
以
can
选择
finally
将
do
污水
actual
与武林
toxic,
独有的吸
you
氧
know.
相关技术结合，产出更高级的武林电池等。
Oh, you can
免
use
费
it to
为王
make batteries.
除此之外，
Oh.
为了让水资源在工业区内的调度更加灵活，本次版本也将引入一项新的基础设施——地下暗管。
Conduit.
地下暗管可以用于长距
Long
离
distance
运输
liquid
液体
transport.
同时
Ah.
也避免了地表的建筑阻挡管线运输。
Ah.
管理员们可以看到，清水能够从较远的水源区域
200
通过
meters is
暗
pretty
管入
long.
口稳定的输送到工厂范围内，再通过暗管出口接入到生产系统了。除以上新增内容之外，管理员还可以在工业计划内继
Oh,
续
see-
解
oh,
锁
yeah,
新的科技，
expansion to ASC plan,
将
of
天
course.
有红炉的最高放置上限
4
扩增至
units
4
of
台也
forges.
可以解锁新的战斗设备，让敌人们领教来自中国地
And
和
more
管理员的
turrets.
真正实力。在武林地区，大家很喜欢的物资调度以及部分
Yes,
节点环境监测的
yes.
最高等级也会增加。
Stonking,
各位
stonking.
管理员们可以提升他们的等级，从而解锁更多
Okay,
的
but
内
what
容。
about depot
同
quality
时
of
呢
life though?
集成管家也会解锁更多的
Okay,
升级
more
选项
upgrades.，
从而能在集成核心区域放置更多的原装与基段。此外啊，3项常驻玩法——隐拓丰碑、秘境行者以及10项巡移，也将在本次版本中迎来更新。隐拓丰碑将新增一项高难度的挑战内容——灼痛疤痕。在这一挑战中，管理员们在武林区域
Yep,
遇到的
Wuling
敌人
Umbral
将以更强的形态再次登场。完成挑战的同时，管理员还可以参与限时活动——丰碑留名制衡，获取包括千金玉在内的多种奖励。
Yippers, yippers.
秘境行者将新增
The
空间
Delver,
组
Wuling
形态
Delver
险
as
窟
well.
管理员可以在6张具有武林特色的地图内，运用射流科技，与竹林、水池等环境机关进行互动，通过解谜的方式完成关卡，并获得活动报酬。此外，管理员们也可以
Zone
通过
4
10
for
项
X
巡
space
艺中新增的象查区域4，继续推进探索，解锁更多的奖励。伴随着本次的版本更新，系列限时活动也将陆续开启
Limited。events.
管理员可以前往4号谷地的原始研究员，参与
Supply
物资供给
Exploration Day
开拓节活动。
March
在
19.
活动期间会开放每日更新的物资供给任务。
Okay, so
管
this
理
is
员
like
可以
a
通过
check-in
种植
daily
采集与
to
减制的方式，
give
生
some
产不同类型
resources
的食物，完成对应目标，并获得千金玉、存续的痕迹等奖励。
yippers.
上到物资供给，下至市容
Power
清
washing
洁，
event
都少不了作为塔维2居民好帮手的管理员的支持。我们也开放了径流敌城
Power
活动
washing
供管理员参与
simulator.
管理员可以利用射流无人机清理城区中的涂鸦，协助维护武林的市容环境。同时，也欢迎大家在活动过程中多
Cover and poop
尝试使用射流无人机与场景中的各类物品元素进行互动，或许还能发现一些意料之外的妙用哦。最后，在全新的
And then
现
the
实活
survival
动
training.
生存特训
Okay, so
中
this is a limited
管
time
理员
hour.
将
Okay,
迎接
so
一
this is
些
not a
更加
permanent
不
mode.
同寻常的挑战。你可能需要仅凭工业
Yeah, this is a bunch of like little
成群结队的
funky,
猎地者大军，也
like
可能要在复杂地形中巧
gimmick
妙躲避横冲
little
直撞的浮甲兽
events. Okay, yeah, so
和
big
铺天
guy
盖地的
destroys
酸液
the
原始
shields
虫
on the.
管理员们是时候接受极端环境下的考验了。
Version events preview. gaming
接下
gacha.
来也为管理员们介绍本次版本中同步开放的
Tangtang
寻访
Yepers
活动与相关内容。我们会依
Gambling
次开启2期
Not me
特许寻访：河流的女儿与狼破。
Okay, Tangtang
此
first.
前已经为大家介绍过的
Yeah,
2
Tangtang's
位
first
6星干员汤汤与洛西将分别在对应的寻访中获得概率提升。在武器方面，
And yeah, 2 banners.
古
indeed.
交易所也会陆续上新2把全新6星武器，分别为手冲类武器
Brigand's Call
落草以及单手剑类武器狼之飞。管理员们可以根据自身需
Cool
求，
looking
在
sword
新崖森岭与飞破森岭中进行相应的武器申领。那清波寨的危机虽暂时落幕，但
There's some-
遗留下来的
more
复杂
text
关系和麻烦
So much
还未
text
解决。紧随版本故事新草起孤渊离，我们将再次与汤汤相伴，在新的主线任务中继续顺畅体验未经的冒险。
Yepers.
这一次，汤汤将真正扛起大当家的担子，对内理顺清波寨内部关系，对外积极探索清波寨与武林的未来。
I'm Tangtang.
而在新增干员叙事活动红骑士中，将和前面提到
The
的一
Red
样，
Knight.
管理员将与洛西一
Lobotomy
起
Corporation
根据一条线索的
or
指引
something？，
踏上一段前往积木王国的奇妙旅
Bricky
程。
Land.
配合2期特许寻访，我们也将开启
Bricky
2位干员的
Land
试用活动，也将分别展开清波径流与狼群
Okay,
瑰宝
we do get. So you
2期
really,
新的活动
we will,
完
I
成前
guess,
后管理员可以
continue
累积获
to
得
get a
对应
free
嗯
特许寻访的
10
各
on
5张
every
限时
banner
寻访凭证等奖励。同时，采购中心的集成配额交易页签也会伴随2期寻访，各自上架5
Yep
张限时
Okay,
特许
so
寻访凭
it's
证
it's all.
共计
It's,
10张
we're always getting a
管
free
理员
10 on
们也请记
on
得
every
兑换
banner.
此外，新1期里程碑活动，协议通行证暗流
Well,
也将
the
同步
shop
开
ones
启
aren't free,
正
no,
如一
but
开始
like
提到的
almost, pretty
我们
much.
在新1
you
期
know
协议通行证中进行了福利升级，在基础配给档位以及原始配给档位都增加了基础寻访凭证。解锁对应的协议通行证后啊，管理员还可以通过打开
Obviously,
资
you
选
know,
箱
you get
获
an
得
option
6星手
of
冲
sword
望向
for
6星单手剑光荣记忆。
Tangtang
该
and
自选箱在协议定制档位和
the,
原始
both
配
of
置
these
档位
weapons will
均
for
可
sure
获
be
取一个
like
以及通过解
options
锁
for
本期的
Tangtang
协议
and
定制，
Rossi.
管理员们可以获取包括头像借龙以及名片主题临水大关在内的多种奖励。随着新版本的开启，我们还会同步
And
开放
yeah, actual
引导
spark
活动
anyway is 110 because you always get it.
欢迎
You
管理
can
员
get 10
们前
in
往
tickets.
清波寨区域探索，完成解锁协议传送点。
Of course, the thing is that
开启
if you want to be
协议选项等
doing,
任务
you know,
领取丰富奖励。
doing it
在
at
新
the,
潮
on
起
day
复原
1 when the
版本
banner
中
is up,
我们为大家新增和优化了不少
Then
奖励与福利
you
内
don't want
容。
to wait a week to
并
get all
专
the
门整理了
freebies.
一份说明，方便管理员们查看。欢迎管理员们在体验新版本
Also, we're
内容
gonna get a
的同
bunch
时
of
多多
retroactive
提
more
出
pulls,
宝贵
by the
建议
way.
我们也会继续同步进展。
Yeah, yeah,
以上
Rossi is
提到
just
的各
red.
项活动与福利内容，
The
管理
name.
员们后续都可以在研发通讯以及官方自媒体发布的版本活动说明和日历中查看详情。另外还有一则小提示：卷与明星共赴星海特
Go
别
put your
网页
name
活
on the
动
funny
将
thing.
在3月4日结束。
I should go
管
check
理员
that I
们
am
也
actually on
请
there. I'm
记
pretty
得
sure I
及
am.
时参加登记，将周末地中的昵称和 UID 刻录进
Protocol
各自的
Originium
协议原始模型
model.
里。
Fucking
携手迈向星海
space. Space.
为了打
The
造更
space
丰富的游戏体验，优化之余啊，未来版本的开发自然是也没有停歇。那我们目前正在多线并行，同时开发未来的数个版本，部分开发工作呢也已经接近尾声。在后续几个版本中，我们仍然会积极推出新的玩法、新的地图和新场景。那未来的下一个版本啊，将会是一个规模更大的版本，我们将会开放2个新地图
Oh,
与一个新
two
的
new
据点。
in one
在
update.
其中的一张新地图中啊，管理员将会发现一种新的
New type
液
of
体。
fluid.
管理员
They really are just
可以
teasing
利
the
用
next patch
使
as
用
well,
这种液
like
体
next
生产
next.
新的产物。同时，武林的部分据点及设施，例如环境监测站等，也会开放更高等级
The
的
next teasing the
最
next
后啊
next
可能还
patch.
会有新形态的物质出现，希望能给大家的集成工业系统带来新的变化。在未来版本中，武林城将直面迄今为止最大的危机。突然降临在首墩区域的阿达希尔，试图
Dread
通过摧毁
spoilers
首墩来瘫痪西壤宴。为了扭转困局，方天师也
Her
会派遣一位全新的伙伴，听候你的差遣。阿达希
Her.
尔的渴望又将为这场已经起幕的动乱带来怎样的变数呢？一波未平，一波又起，涅菲斯伺机而动，寝食潮
Oh my
来
goodness
势汹汹。为此，
Oh my
庄天师
goodness,
决定
they're
孤注一掷
destroying her
用
office.
手头所有的力量与管理员携手应对这场足以颠覆武林城的危机。究竟我们能否守住武林城？庄天师独自背负着怎样的使命
Sword?
武林城与
Wait,
过去的航班
sword?
究竟真相如何？还请大家
Sword?
对未来敬请期待。 此外，还有很多在开发中的内容仍在打磨之中。
Sorry.
我们希望能够在未来的版本中为大家一一展示。周末丽的旅程还在继续，也许有的管理员从公测开启便与我们同行至今，也许有的管理员还在观望，等待旅途的开启最佳时机。如果说
I've been here
什么
since
时候才
30 years
是加入
ago.
周末丽的最佳时刻，我会说是现在。我们打磨作品的热忱始终不变，
Always the
并
best
且
time
随
is
时准
now.
备好迎接各位管理员与我们一同踏上这趟旅程。那么到这里，今天的节目就要接近尾声了，非常感谢各位管理员的收看，再次
My
感谢
goodness.
大家陪伴，我们下次再见。
My goodness, fucking dense. Why has it autoplayed? Why have you autoplayed into here? Oh well, obviously we can sure. Let's just watch the trailer right away. Then we will go through all the bits and pieces. Let's watch the trailer right away again. There's so much gone. My goodness gracious, a dense 40
Why
minutes.
isn't Tangtang here yet?
I'm afraid the Dark Mask card won't work this time.
Also, it was crazy that they were just like, hey, by the way, here's like a bunch of 1.2 stuff. Here's cutscenes from 1.2. We're also just teasing the character that's probably going to be in 1.2. It's like, okay. Need to calm down with spoilers. That was quite a lot. Suddenly, like, huh? My goodness. I can't just scroll down. I'm streamer man.
Everyone thinks I'm a troll cat being a chief. But
The
I'm
guitar
not
is
quitting
crazy
this
still.
easily. No matter what the truth may be.
Leaks come
I,
from HG
Dark Mask of
themselves.
Chimbo Stockade and occupant of. But I'm not quitting this easily.
Give me a second.
No matter what the truth may be. I, Dark Mask
Okay, it was just the end bins in the back. Okay, yeah. It was in the end bins in the back. I was like, who's in the back? So that's Tangtang and Rossi weapons.
of Chimbo Stockade
We can maybe watch the Shaping
and
trailer as well.
occupant of the
Maybe.
third seat shall stand with my chief.
Then a whole bunch of funky, fancy masking and graphics. Listening? There's a mail reward? Okay. We might log into the game after this as well. Maybe we might have to read that text.
Echo across the land.
Yep. So, okay, right. So she's also, however, specifically, her icon is physical. Her icon is physical. Also, now we obviously have voice actor confirmed as well. But yeah, icon is physical, but she has like some heat stuff in there. Just like a mix between physical and like having some interaction with arts as well. Interesting. Splash art was pretty Arknights, yeah. Tangtang Supreme Chief!
No worries. I'll cover you.
English Jing Cheng. Obviously, it should be the same as CN. And yeah, Cryocaster. They both look really fun. They both look quite fun.
Finish with the fight.
We'll go over like the combat. We're gonna be here for a while, going through many things, aren't we? Yeah, because it's going through like all the bits and pieces, which maybe actually we don't need to look at as much. I do find it funny that they actually showcase. They're like, oh, here's all the art, by the way. Like, here's what you can get if you get, you know, the dupes. Marketing. Also, wait, we gotta see Giga Chat. I'm hiding her right now. Wait. This is a good piece of art, man. Holy. Also, yeah, there wasn't any new low rarities. Yeah, true. There was no surprise 5-star or anything. And yeah, instead of skin showcase, we get potential art showcase. Because yeah, the format of the trailer is very, very, very Arknights. It's like the big stuff at the start, and then a music change to sort of show all the supplementary stuff. I should go live after the Yvonne Banner, yeah. Oh, mein Rossi. Okay, because the end here is not. Obviously, we have the gear piece update and stuff. Narrative event, Rossi, new area. There's just one new area this time, and no sub PAC seemingly. And then the mini events that are coming and whatnot. Yeppers. Holy dense. We have to go through this devlog a bunch as well. There's actually so much in this devlog. We gotta go. Dude, they give you like 50 lines of text at the start. So we're gonna go through all of that. Except I might have to go pee first. I'm gonna go pee first, and then we'll start going through the entire, like, thing. And all the little bits and pieces. And we might be also, actually, I think they said there's also a text version, actually, of, like... Actually, is there indeed a text version of the DevCom as well? Did they say that was a thing? Now the game... Does the fucking... Where is it? Does this work? Oh, it fucking doesn't work. The fucking website doesn't work on this browser for me, by the way. Okay, it's not out yet. Okay, it'll be out at some point. I'll go take a pee real quick, and then we'll start going through, whatever. Also, this really is called Arknights Endfield Devlog Optimization Progress and Version Preview now live. When it wasn't live, you could have premiered it. You really could have premiered it. It would be fun. It would be fun, I'm telling you. Listen to me. Okay, I'll be right back. Okie dokie. Actually, do we just put on background music? Because we're going to be like skipping through and pauses, so we might as well put on background music actually, and mute the video itself. Let's put on function. Why have Calcid dancing not doing? Ideal. Okay, well, here at the start. What did he say? He said something about half a month ago or something. Did I miss it again? It's a bit funny, obviously, when he's not making any nouns. He's not, okay, it's a little funny. Never mind, we'll keep the sound on.
一边投入了收集、分析各种现有数
We'll keep
据
the，sound on.
推进优化， 力求为各位管理员带来更优质的游戏
He
体
said something
验。
about
所以啊，这次
Okay,
我们
doesn't
也
matter
想
that
用
much.
这样一种，我们从
Okay, here they start listing a fucking 1 billion thing.
那这次优化覆盖的范围很广，从干员养
And in the beginner's chartered tribute event that provides chartered headhunting permits. Okay, so yeah, this is like retroactive pools that we'll be getting. Adding more sources for basic headhunting permits. Receive extra AIC quota when recruiting 4, 5, 6 star operators for the first time. Simplify the process for AIC quota conversion. Not that it was terribly complex in this, you know. After raising the value for original load spring stock redistribution system level 4, a valley multi-line engraving kit can be purchased with stock budget. This is all, which is, it's indeed, you just get to like guarantee a perfect essence. And first of all, you know, actual stock bill usage in there. I'm wondering it's like one time or if it's actually going to be like resetting one a week or something. I don't know. We'll see. $80 out of stock but useless. And well, not completely useless, but less useful for sure. Because you can instead just wait to get the guarantee versions. But if they're like, if they're gonna be like fairly limited, you know, it's like, but it almost the main thing is, because like the thing with like the essence stuff is the way that the engraving already worked, you didn't have to do that many runs until you usually got your like best one, your best in slot. But now it's like, oh, I've bought the one that guarantees me to like whatever. I can at least go, like, even if I'm not doing essences actively, I'm like, oh, well, I have, like, a guarantee best in slot essence. I'll go grab that one, at least. But it would be funny if it actually reset once a week or something. It might just be that maybe you get a couple of them, or it's like a one. I'm expecting them to be fairly limited still, so that the engraving permits do have some point to them. Because you're still going to be farming essences once you want to etch them, so that's a whole separate thing.
养成资源获取到战斗交互、系统迭代。那我们从多个模块
Optimize visual cues effects that appear when enemies. Okay, he did go through pretty much all these. And yeah, protocol space with fully independent team status starting every attempt with maximum HP and ultimate energy, which is pretty
重新
huge.
审视。接下来我们会先从各位管理员最关心的，也是最直接影响体验的部分开。
Rossi, so that thing is in stock bills. They didn't say anything about that essence thingy being in protocol pass. It's in stock bill store. Okay, then there's a whole bunch of AIC. And then no mention about lower rarity essence stuff, no. So that's either still to come at some point or... I'll give you a perfect essence tick for the only grind in the game. Well, because the grind is not getting the perfect essence. That's not the grind. The grind is maxing out the essence. Like, even already now, with the engraving permits, it takes you, like, on average, it's like 11 runs or something to get a perfect essence that you're looking for. And you might even get other perfect essences while you're doing it. Okay, allowing AIC facility construction outside the core AIC area, yep. Optimizing facility placement, description, and tips, okay. Optimizing management of shared facilities so it can be deleted at the map screen. Optimizing the UI to better distinguish shared facilities from the multiple players. Enhanced exploration guidance, a new feature has been added that allows players to view the minimap and open the world map while suspended. Okay, also open the world map. Okay, it's not just minimap. It's also opening the actual full map. While on a zipline. Settings option for PC lets players use either ESC or caps lock key to exit top view mode. Thank you. Still have to enter with caps lock though. Increase the maximum zoom out view of top view mode. Nice. Add a feature in, so a bunch of these have been mentioned in an earlier devlog. Feature in top view mode that allows controller users to quickly move facilities by holding down a button. Increase the buffer distance before dropping power transmissions. Story dialogues will no longer interrupt power transmissions. Optimizing quick stash logic. Optimized display of manual completion status for simulation. Added engraved medals related to manual completion of simulations. I will not be having those, okay? My F2 propaganda
那比
for
如
top
在
down.
研发通讯中啊，我们提到过，我们进行了系列调整。
Oh my crease. So much text. Adding tags for missions that can unlock new areas, optimizing several tasks in the operation manual. Certain story dialogues can be skipped once they begin. Cringe. Why are you skipping? Simplify the cutscene when entering edge-based salvage. Weapon potential upgrades and essence screens can be used to check weapon skills details directly. Optimizing the map so that rare gathering sites display the amount of materials left. Optimizing the map so that unrigged mining spots or non-working mining rigs are tagged. Optimizing visits to a friend's Dijon so the ending visit sends you back to your original location. Optimizing farming plot cultivation so that various actions take less time and fertilization effect will be enhanced. But I think for this one specific, for this sending you to your original location, I think you get to choose on whether or not you go back to Dijon or whether you go back to wherever you were when you entered. Farming plot cultivation so various actions take less time and fertilization effect will be enhanced. Oh, poop enhancement. Optimizing the appearance and frequencies of red dot reminders to make them less intrusive. Optimizing logic for claiming mail attachments. Right, which was a thing with the mail attachment claiming was they would go into your backpack. They'd go into your backpack instead of directly into storage. Optimizing mail cache and now accept rare gatherables claim downs will also go directly to the depot. Yeah. To be implemented in future updates. Okay, so all of the other ones that all the other ones we read are actually coming on next patch, and then there's a set of which are coming up in new future ones. So we're not getting the quick claiming for an auto production for Dijon cabins on this update, at least not the patch start update. Or adding quick claiming for clues and auto do placement for Dijon reception room, adding remote quick claiming for recycling stations, optimizing the controller experience and making controller button remapping more comprehensive. Okay, so that's not this patch yet for controllable gamers. Batch gear crafting and optimized gear sorting logic. Oh, that would be nice to have right away as well. Optimizing the essence sorting logic. Okay, that's nice. I'm not sure why they're not in this one. I guess, they can't get everything done, I guess, fully yet. But at least they're there. It's nice that they tell us what is coming. Oh, I was actually. It's a lot of optimizations to pull through. So I guess can't get everything into the update while also keeping the update stable and whatnot. A lot of good, nice quality of life updates. It's not even drip feeding. It's kind of drip feeding, but they also just dumped a whole bunch of quality of life on us, and then they're like, by the way, we still have more coming. We actually couldn't even put everything in yet. Hype baiting for future patches. They really are they're baiting even the future ones. Okay, here's the beginning. So you just get a bunch of, you get some, okay, I mean, you get one temple seemingly of limiteds on early certain progress in chapter 1. So the rest of us who's already done stuff, who are not new players or whatever, or have been playing since start, will just be getting these retroactively. Yeah, we just instantly get it. It's just a free 10. This part is really good. This was really genuinely something that had to be had to be adjusted, because there was some weird stuff here. So protocol first of all, they're adding standard pulls into pass. You'll have it in basic and originium supply apparently, and also actually they specifically don't mention customized supply. So this is only the freebie version of the battle passes. This is not the money version. They don't mention the money version at all. So it's only in the free versions. The free version and the essentially free version. So that we actually have a resetting format of standard pulls. And then they're adding more standards to stock redistribution and more one-time standards to edge space as well. The main thing is that we have a resetting source of them, because the thing is that you don't want to be using... I've seen some people do it, which I mean you can, but most people do not want to be using their barrels on standard headhunting, but then the standard headhunting banner has the whole 300 guarantee to pick one operator out of it, which then it's you'd want to reach that. And also, of course, in Endfield, first of all, you might want dupes on some of your standard 6-stars and stuff, but all of the resetting standard pulls also means more arsenal tickets. This is also an increase in your arsenal ticket gain, because you will be getting more rolls for free. You get standards. Standards are weirdly valuable in Endfield, because even if you have everyone max duped, getting arsenal tickets from it means you just straight up get also you kind of double dip on pulls in a way. So this is really good changes. Just yes, it's nice to have more one-time things, but to me, the more important one here is having a resetting, a cycling source of these standards. And also, it's very nice that they're not tied to the paid version, obviously. It would be very, because otherwise it would be fucking essentially useless to most people. And yeah, then if you have max pot 6 stars, you can get like some weapons, but you probably have them at some point, you know. I think it's too early to add stuff to Edgebase, and I don't mind if Edgebase doesn't have a weekly mode. I think Edgebase can just be like a thing you do once, just as like a, you know, thingy that you can just complete once every now and then. But yeah, this is very good.
自新版本开始，管理员
Because standard pools are really valuable. First of all, quite a few of the standard operators, at least for now, still are quite good and can really fill out teams really nicely. You can also obviously get 5 stars while you're doing
更多可兑换的基础巡访凭证。
from your standards, and 5-star dupes are quite nice to have.
0号委托版本末的
Also, there's a pre-event sign-in opens before each new version. Qingbo Rising sign event starting near the end of Zero's directive version. Okay, so this is also just a new thing. We're getting a new sign-in event where we get some pulls. Okay.
波将起签到活动即将开始，管理员们也请记得参与签
Yeah,
到
that's
获取
all
基
very
础
nice.
巡访凭证以及
Because obviously when you get standards, when you get standard tickets, you can just throw them instantly. I would not expect any updates to standard pool, other than technically if you want to, it's not a thing yet. If we get new 5 stars, then obviously those would probably go into standard pools. It's like, oh, maybe you want to save your standard pools to get like 5 stars instead or something, but
当管理员们首次获得4星
But really, you can just kind of use your standards as they come along, because indeed, you'll get some dupes on 5 stars, you get some dupes on maybe some 6 stars every now and then. Or you get one of the 6 stars that you're still missing. Because I'm in the lucky situation where I have every standard 6 star, so I don't need to care about that as much.
5星或
And
6
yeah,
星
here
代
just
人
it's
士
when you get
将
them for the
额外
first time, you
获
get a
得
bit of
对应
extra
的
AIC,
积分
which
配
is
额
okay, sure.
对于已经完成首次获取的情况呢，我们也会在新版本开解后
And yeah, we'll get some AIC in the mail
积分
once the
配额
new
的转换
thingy
流程
comes
呢
up.
也会进行简化。当
Apparently, this is simplified the process for AIC quota convert. Was it complicated? Was it complicated? Didn't you literally click 2 buttons? What's been enhanced? What's been simplified? Isn't it still just click 2 buttons? Is it maybe just like it's like you have to be in like the specific tab? You have to be in the AIC quota tab or something? I'm very confused on what exactly. Does it auto convert everything above 5? I don't know. I think this is like placebo. Yeah, placebo quality of life. Is it? Oh, okay. Is it actually like it auto does
提
it?
升该干员至满潜时所需的数量时呢，可以一键完成艺术。
No, a single click will be all you need to convert the excess tokens into quota. Okay, so it's it's 1 click instead of 2? And yeah. So the game, it already. I feel this is actual placebo. Is this actually not a new update, and they're just explaining to people that hey, this is how it works? I've already seen Renegade. We're going through this for the second time. Laughed at me yesterday for saying it. What did I laugh at you for? I don't remember, man. And yeah, if you haven't used your tokens, the game automatically saves tokens that would be used for potentials. You can't exchange tokens if they're not max potential, even if you haven't used the potentials or whatever. Right now, you can only commit them when they're at max pot. But no, I'm pretty sure here it says because it's excess tokens. Any token still usable for raising operator potential will be automatically reserved. Fungi screaming sword women vibes. Did I say that? Did I laugh at that? I just said I think she's probably gonna use a orb and be a caster. She did pull out a sword though, it's true. But I'm not sure if that's actually gonna be her kit necessarily. I guess we'll see. Right now you have to max pot them first in this menu. Oh, right. Okay, so it's just if you haven't max potted them yet, like actually manually went and actually activated the pots you couldn't exchange. Is that what it was before? Okay, I wouldn't fucking know. I would go and use the pots when I get them anyway. Right, okay, so that's the change. That's just the change, which is... who's not going in to max pot them? I guess someone who specifically wants to play pot 0, I guess, like challenge people. Sure, okay.
自动保留，管理员们可以简单快速的使用配额去兑换各种物资和奖励了。另外，当4
And then there's this thing. Then there's this thing. I played beta 2 with E0 pot 0. This fucking guy.
号谷地矿脉园区的物资调度系统升至4级以后啊，会新增一个可用调度券购买的谷地。
I'm mainly just wondering how. But the text does specifically say a Valley multi-line engraving kit can be purchased, so it would be like 1. Which I guess kind of maybe it's legit gonna be 1. Maybe it's dead ass is one of them. The one-time purchase, which is okay. You can it does mainly it means you can get like a perfect one for your DPS. You know, like the person who it matters most for, or whatever. 1 per update could be something. It might indeed not be a resetting thing. It does not say that there's no indication that it would be a resetting. It might generally be like a one-time, where you just get to guarantee at least 1 perfect essence for like the most important one.
管理员想要的武器的机制，按需去打造更合适的武器配置。在后续版本中啊，我们也
because the real grind is etching anyway. Like it truly is. Like, getting the perfect essence is not the hard part. Or like the part that takes a time and stamina. They could make one that's like refreshing for insanely expensive, but I listen, that would be nice of you. Yeah, well, I mean, okay, yeah, he's going for all of this. So yeah, and that's because it used to be that it just said new feature, even though it meant new area. Like the quarry quest says new feature when it means a new area. So it's just, reasonable. Guess the essence will be 111 then? Well, no, it's probably still just random for the amount of stats you get on it. Like the level of the stats is probably still random. It just guarantees that it's those stats. But then there's still the randomness of like how much it is. So you could, yes, you could farm, like argue that, you still want to farm because you can get an essence which has more starting stats, so you have to etch it less, right? But that's really not the big deal.
便于管理员们清晰顺畅的接取，可以通过地图标记快。
Okay, so this part I kind of missed.
接取各类任务的行。
It's just for the operational manual, which is not that like I mean I've already done it. So.
手册也将同步优化，例如管理员遇到
okay, right, yeah, it just
可以通过地图标记快速定位。
Okay, it's just like tiny little things like that.
还有完成
the little gift thingy.
效果，类似的升级与机制界面。
Cutscene, and here you can just.
将直接。
Was this not a thing? I feel like this. Maybe it's just you couldn't access it from these menus. Because this menu does exist, but I guess you couldn't access it directly from the leveling screen. Also, no code on it. True, no codes on this one. We didn't get like codes. Okay, it's just in some menus, yeah. So it's very much just and yeah, indeed no god.
武器技能详情，地图上也可以直接。
Yeah, because here now you could see okay how much you have, but bro, I'm not gathering up the lower level materials anymore.
也看到珍贵采集点和矿点的剩余材料数量。
But it shows you the number you have.
因为未插矿机
and mining spots and stuff.
也可以直接被呢。
Yeah, here the
提示标志，方便
returning from friend.
以及管理员们前往好友地酱号探索结束，或者是倒卖物资后也可以直接被。
It says you can now choose to return to your original location, or does it always just return to your original location? Huh?
传送回原位置，不会被统一。
I guess yeah, there's true. Yeah, Arknights doesn't really do codes that much either. Arknights usually just send stuff to you in mail, right? They just send you it. You don't have to go put in a code. Which, by the way, first of all, I would like to remind you that in a lot of the other games, when you have the codes, right, those codes are fucking limited. They're either they have a limited amount of redeems, or they're like, because they're usually like active for like 12 hours. So if you're 12 hours late to the whatever. Maybe sometimes at 24. It's like the expiry dates, and they just expire. It's especially 34 days since Tangtang is 17 days long. Is Tangtang 17 days long? And yeah, indeed. People expect codes because a lot of the other ones have codes, but like they can also just send us shit in mail, which is like, you know, you don't have to do the work of putting the code.
那现在管理员和队友的操作所需时间都进行了缩减。
Limited amount of redeems are usually for some streamer promotion, public dev live streams. There goes. I think they usually just expiry dates. It's like, oh, if you're too late, if you're like, because I've had moments where I've tried to input a Genshin or Star Rail code like 12 hours after the patch stream, and it was fucking gone. It didn't work anymore.
更加方便了。在出现因为背包容量和
Backpack
大家的
phase
市值之后啊，
Hippers, all these.
所以对于已经将地江号囤积大量
I do actually specifically kind of want to go look at the banner dates. Are they here? This is the trailer, isn't it? It's way towards the end, actually, isn't it?
河流的女儿。
This is available after the patch starts until March 29. If our assumption is patch would be the 12th. 12th of March, which is a Thursday. This goes until 29. So yeah, it's a 2.5 week banner. If we assume patch starts on the 12th, which is I think when Yvonne banner should be in, it's a 2.5 week banner. Interesting. So, which would also then make it like a 5-week patch, actually. Because then Rossi would also be the same amount, probably. It could be that 1.1 is shorter to compensate for 1.0 being longer. Because if we assume a 6-week patch cycle, if we assume that, 1.0 launch is 7 weeks. So then if they make 1.1 5 weeks, so that they, you know, plus 1 week, minus 1 week, so that then they're like, whatever. That would make sense. Yeah, it could just also be that 1.0 will be a slightly shorter patch because 1.0 was longer. It would be interesting, however, if that was just like the actually consistent, that we'd have like 2.5 week banners. It could be funny. Could balance down. I don't think they'd like significantly. It would be very interesting if they actually had like shifting patch dates or like lengths based on like the amount of content for that patch.
2位6星干员汤汤与洛西。
Anyway, because here it starts March 29th and then ends before version update and maintenance. Because obviously now we can already check like when Yvonne ends, can't we? We see like in game we should see like, oh, this many days left on Yvonne banner,
分别在对应的
which obviously then marks us like when, you know.
场中获得概率提升。在武器方面，虎扑交易所也会陆续
It's just weapons. Okay, okay, it's just to end its 3 charged hand opening. Yeah, the usual where the weapons are there for 3 banners.
森林中进行相应的武器申领。那清波寨的危机虽暂时落幕，但遗留下来的复杂关系和麻烦还远未解决。
And they didn't directly talk about like weapon pool income, no. But they did add some stuff already, which is like, okay, so that will turn into more weapon pools. Yeah, I would also like the banner length to be like weeks and not like 2.5 weeks, where like the starting day of the banner is on like fluctuating on what day of the week. It's nice for it to be consistent, or like, oh, okay, new banner is like new update and new banner is always on like this day of the week kind of thing. A few dead days are not uncommon. No, but that's usually like a day. The dead days are more so like not really like, oh, usually there's always like a banner up, right? Like that's the thing. It's like there's always a banner up. Kind of. There's usually only like a small portion of time between banner end and like maintenance start until, you know, like the new patch starts.
紧随版本故事新草起故渊离，我们将再次与汤汤相伴，在新的主线任务中继续顺畅体验。而在新增干员叙事活动，
And then, you know, we don't have to look at the spoilers for what's coming, or the stuff. They give us a whole bunch of spoilers. 10 days still left until Banner ends? Okay, because I would check out with Yvonne Banner ends on like the 11th, kind of. And then 12th is, you know, the next day an update for a new patch. And yeah, Rossi is like, does kind of make a bit of enable somewhat of a different team. Because of like the sort of physical arts reaction combo, which is fun to do, that they're kind of early on already kind of going into stuff like doing like hybrid teams and whatnot. Because obviously, I mean, Gibby obviously was already a thing. Gibby has, you know, some funky stuff with interactions with like vulnerable and so on, even though she's like mainly arch damage buffing. And Perlica also has like the thing where she has like a small interaction with vulnerable and stuff. Emberger as well could actually do something, yes. And yeah, she does like stack. She seems to actually be able to actually apply a lot of extra vuln. So like can also, I feel like that's the thing, is that she can probably go into most physical teams. Except maybe her enhanced combo did require like combustion or something. And well, we can look at the kits. Okay, let's see. We don't necessarily need to go through story spoilers and stuff here. Oh, so here we see the stuff for whatever. It's loading. They both look, however, looked quite fun. This is the power facility stuff. Okay, this is a trailer. We watched the trailer. We might watch the JP trailer later as well. Let me. Cuprium though, it's back. There's gonna be so many videos. People are gonna be rushing to make enough toxic waste to fill up the pools and everything with toxic waste. Copium ore, it's here. Okay, what did she? Oh yeah, well, that was part of it, was converting heat into vulnerability. Maybe that was like the main part. I think she also did have just some vulnerability generation by herself. Liquid Sure Night is out. All my homies love sewage. Hell yes, dude. There's gonna be so much in sewage. Tried that back in CBT1. Did you? Did it work? Were you able to? Makes toxic. Yeah, you get sewage. So when you mine cuprium, it generates like sewage. Or maybe actually, no, it's not when you mine cuprium. It's when you process cuprium. So when you like refine cuprium, it makes sewage. And you have to like process the sewage away. Otherwise shit clogs. So now you can generate sewage, because you don't have to, maybe you don't actually process it. Maybe you go and fucking dump it somewhere. Except there was indeed a thing in beta 1, it was, yeah, they didn't let you dump sewage. You couldn't actually dump it anywhere. The only place sewage could go into in beta 1, when we had cuprium stuff, was the sewage treatment stuff. But here I'm wondering now, will they actually maybe let you just dump it somewhere? They might still not let you dump it somewhere. It could be that they don't let you. But there might be some way to get around it. I don't know. And yeah, you could store sewage in banks, in like the fluid storage stuff. And then just like delete them, or set up the actual, you know, like sewage treatment. Or is Cubic add another 3 rows of storage tanks of sewage? Hell yes. Get arrested for dumping it. Yeah, you might. Yeah, version content preview. We don't need to go through these parts. We want to go through mainly the we don't need to look at more of the story stuff. We'll look at that when it's actually there. We can actually experience it directly. Also, yeah, there was the whole batteries made from sewage as well, which I think it's coming after the combat showcases and the factory stuff. Maybe we look at the factory stuff real quickly first. Was it afterwards, or did it already go? Oh, yeah, okay. Well, yeah, we'll look at that little factory bit here first, and then we'll go over the kits. First of all, mining spots, and then effluent treatment formula. So yeah, like, there will be a new type of battery that will actually use sewage. I mean, okay, the AIC facilities. Hydro mining rig, of course. Deluge tower. AF1 armor fragger. Water treatment unit, of course. Conduit outlet and conduit inlet. The conduits also are interesting. I am covering it a bit, I know. I'm aware. I'm covering the fancy looking new battery. Sinking deluge turret,
以
no
及对
way.
应的生产配方，进一步丰富工业体系的运转方式。首先来说说矿产资源方面，
Mineral
在
resources.
清波寨，管理员们可以找到新增的赤铜
Copium
矿点，
ore.
与此前依赖电力的
They didn't mention... I don't think they should mention output. Well, because we're not getting a new outpost, at least on this one. But we might be still getting an outpost upgrade, possibly. I don't think they mentioned it directly.
采集方式不同。赤铜的开采将引入一套全新的设施——水区矿机。顾名思义啊，这类
And
矿机
obviously, these don't
无
need
需介入
power,
电力，
luckily. You just
而
need
是
the
利用
water,
水流
which
进
obviously
行
is,
驱
you
动，
know,
从而实
it's
现
whole
矿物
own.
的自动化采集，也更加贴合清波寨以水为核心的
Okay, but how do the drones work
采
with
集得到的
water?
赤铜将成为一条
Yeah, here's
全
one
新
of the,
水线
you
的
know.
起点。
First of all, look at that. They're so coppery-y. They're so coppery. Can we watch 1.5x in Subway Surfer clip?
在后续的加工流程中，可以产出赤铜装备元件，用于新装备制造。
Because so here's the new gear that was something
在各项
interesting.
属性加成上与
Offers stat bonuses comparable to top quality gear currently
现有的最
available.
高品质装备相当，但全新的装备
These brand new
将为战斗
gears will provide more options for equipping operators for combat. So, because they're like upgraded versions of stuff that already exists, maybe it's like, I'm assuming they'll have like the same set effect, for example, still. But maybe they'll, well, first of all, Redeemer gear pack is new, actually, maybe. I'm wondering if it's like different stat lines for the gear. So that you have like more options of equipping some people, because if you have like new stat lines. Because obviously one thing right now is that like, oh, I really want that set effect on this character, but like the stats don't match that well. So it could just be stat distributions. Because otherwise it's like just different versions of the existing sets, so set effects should still be the same.
配置提供更多选择空间。同时，武林城对水循环的研究也有了进步。
Oh, Redeemer was an offset? Okay, so now it's like a full set, is it?
管理员们能在工业计划内解锁废水处理机以及
And here it is. Water treatment unit and related effluent production
废液
formulas.
合成相关的配方。
Oh, so do you have to
这样一
like...
来，就
Well, first of all, there's your sewage.
能将产生的污水引入废水处理机，
Direct to the
对
water
污水
treatment unit where the
进行
sewage is
无害
processed
化
and
处
made
理
harmless.
也可以选择
Alternatively, you can choose to combine the sewage with Wuling's unique Shernite
将污水
technology
与武林独有的吸氧相关技术结合，产出
to produce items such as more advanced Wuling batteries. Hell yes, batteries made out of toxic waste. Yes. So that's nice, because obviously previously, you know, in beta 1 or whatever, which was very much work in progress, sewage didn't really have anything to do with it. It's fun that you can actually do something with the sewage.
更高级的武林电池等，变废为宝。除此之外，
Which also means that like you'll want to actually like set up certain stuff in like certain, like you'll want to set up your like refining of the water and whatnot then in like the area where you're also making your batteries and stuff. There's gonna be a lot of redoing of factories when this stuff hits.
为了让水
And
资
here's
源
the
在工
conduit.
业区内的调度更加灵活。
This will also be quite
自来们
well.
也
So
将
this
引入
but this is
一项新的
specifically
基
for
础设施
just
地下
running
暗管
like
地下暗管可以用于长距离
normal
运输液
water.
体
I'm assuming you
同
probably
时
can't
也
use
避
this
免
for
了
like
地表
sewage
的
and
建
stuff.
筑阻挡管线运输。管理员们可以看到，
It is
清水
content.
能够从较远的水源区
There's gonna be so many videos getting so many views again where they just provide you with a blueprint.
通过暗管入口稳定的输送到工厂范围内，再通过暗管出口接入到生产系统了。除以
Yeah, that's just obviously a nice little. Now that because we're probably gonna have to be pulling water a lot more around the place, so that's Wi-Fi water. No, it's not Wi-Fi. It's underground. Okay, it's underground. It's liquid, and you have both input and output. Well, the thing is, I think it's because it can only go from conduit input to conduit output, and you can probably only put the conduit inputs, you know, into specific spots. I think that's the main thing. Regret using up the thing needed for artists, and the new gear is red, right? Or maybe it's just a gold set with different stat effect. My guess right now is that it's new stat distributions. So it's the same sets with similar stat amounts, but different stats that it's like giving. so that it fits better for some other characters. Because like a character might have a set effect that would be really good for them, but then like the stats that the gear is giving them aren't useful. So my guess is that it's a new stat distribution, but same set effects and stuff, and like same levels. That is 36 AIC research available, yes, the dev account.
像新增内容之外，
So I wouldn't regret using up all the artificing stuff. You'll also get more of it as time goes on. Underground piping system that directly pumps sewage water into Wuling City. Yes, let's go! No new catalyst, so we're still using the same catalyst, yeah.
管理员还可以在工业计划内继续解锁。
Hoping for new set effects? I mean, we'll probably get some new set effects at some point, yes, but I think for this one, for this upgrade of gear, I think we won't have new set effects yet. Well, I guess we'll see, but the way that they seem to describe it was that it's same sets, different stats.
科技将天有红炉的最高放置。
Of course, we get our sheer night production doubles. We go from 2 to 4, so we can actually fucking do something.
线扩增至4台。
We can do something. However, with the increased demand for the stuff as well, I'm wondering if we still end up being in a situation of where we have to like pick and choose where our share night is going. Probably yes, because we're not finished yet. We don't even have a second sub PAC yet. So I don't think we're actually going to be free. For a moment, we'll be free, but not for long, because then it's like, never mind. I would like to make this many things. I still only have 4 inputs of share night. So yeah, we'll still have to, I think, allocate, like, okay, maybe I don't make both components at the same time. Because then if they do give us any update, like if they give us more levels of the outpost, then you'll need a little bit more output to make more outpost trading as well.
各位管理员们可以提升他们的等级，从而解锁更多内容。
It could ease up a little bit. It will probably be less limited at least, but still limited a bit.
放置更多的原装与基段。此外啊，3项常驻玩法，引拓丰碑。
They don't specifically mention, yeah, like an output increase or like a outpost level up increase, which is a bit interesting, if not the case. In the release PV, they had like 6, 7 of the forges. And yeah, you fire up gear making for a little bit to make a bunch of the new components, and then you focus on outpost dumping. Well, we'll go look at the new character quiz now, because I mean these are just the updates to the mini events and whatnot. And these are the banner durations, which we already looked at. So let's actually go to the combat section, huh? Or the kit sections.
更多元、更丰富的冒险版图。而在这次的故事中，群体输出与
Castor
海毛刚才提到的，我们将有机会与清波寨的大当家汤汤并肩作战。作为黑面煞用户的大当家
Supreme Chief of Dark Mask. AoE damage to enemy. Also, yeah. So specifically, yeah, it is indeed. She's like more AoE. Most of her skills do provide like AoE.
群体输出与辅助能力的术士概。
Oh yeah, they did show Depot getting a new level, and also like stock trading and so on. So we probably would get some kind of outpost prosperity level up as well.
它可以利用战技与联系技生成的涡流与水龙卷，施加寒冷附着，造成寒冷伤害。而
Yeah, so because I mean, at least from my look here, Tangtang is very much like a cryo sub DPS and like infiction support.
作为河流的女
Look at that
儿，
tiger.
她依水而生。
Oh, by the way, animal. The animal has returned to the splash art. We have animal in splash art. No way, animal. They listened. Tiger. No way.
逐波而长，所以我们在技能演出与效果设计上。
And it makes it she's like water themed. Not that her color necessarily is water, but she's like water themed because Chingbo Stockade and Jiggy Valley is very water themed. I mean, all of Wuling is very water themed, but so that's why she's cryo.
都融入了大量的水流相关的元素，希望能呼应它。
So like all the effects are very much water, but then effects are
强
cryo.
化了汤汤在战场中的控场表现，也很符合他一夫 摸开的
No way
清波寨大当家的身份嘛。大家看汤汤的技能名也挺有意思的。
Okay, now we get to actually look at everything.
脑壳
Basically, I'll blow your mind. Hmm?
最多可以
Make the devs listen face. Stupid.
5段连续打击，并对敌人造成
I love these basics, by the way. I love a gun/caster who, you know, gets in close.
他的战绩踏潮卷浪，
Also, she fucking dives into the water. She's gonna be diving all over the place. Fucking, I'm a wave rider. Why do I feel like that's something? What's his name? The guy from Yakuza would say. Fires at enemies at close range and creates a water spout, applying cryo infliction to enemies within range and dealing damage over time. It's also AoE cryo shenanigans. If there are whirlpools nearby, they will consume to create additional water spouts and cause all water spouts formed by the skill to apply art susceptibility
是整
to
套机
enemies.
制
Yeah, it looks great. It looks real great here. It might look a little funny when she's diving into concrete. Yes. Hog Rider. Holy shit! The goat. The goat is back. Hog Rider.
中的核心技能。发动时，汤汤会对敌人造成寒冷伤害，掀起一处水龙卷，同时呢还会消耗场上的涡流，使它们转化为额外的水龙卷。
Yeah, because and water spout. First of all, we're gonna be going for water pools and water spouts. We're gonna have spouts and pools.
汤在场上创造出的特殊效
So
果。
she
我
generates.
们也会进行
She makes spouts on skill, and then if they're or no, she makes pools on skill, and then she makes spouts on combo, which then get consumed by the skill.
详细的介绍。
I might have shown
首
actually
先
just diving into grass
它
somewhere.
会
Yeah.
对范围内的敌人施加寒冷附着，并持续造成寒冷伤害。如果单次
And
战
obviously,
绩
you
形成多个水龙卷
AoE and
还
does
将额外
continuous
施加
damage.
法术脆弱
Our
的效果
susceptibility is obviously
并且
nice.
根据水龙卷生成的数量来花一定的激励。
Oh yeah. Here's the based on something. Based on the amount. Well, I mean, I can't guess it. Based on the amount of. Based on the number of water spouts
花一定
created,
的
some
激励
SP will be
可以说
returned. Yeah.
水龙卷就是汤汤在战场上发挥的关键了。
So she might end up being like a surprisingly SP cheap unit if you can just stack up spouts.
敌人被施加寒冷附着
She works in
或
pretty much
是
any
受到
cryo
法
team.
术爆发伤害时，就可以触发汤汤的连续技河水助我。
And a combo trigger when applying cryo infliction or dealing arts burst damage to an enemy. Trigger that. So also 2 different ways to trigger, which is nice. Which means like this means that she can also work in like non-cryo teams if you want cryo like for something else, like so solidifications and stuff as well. Because if you just deal arts burst, then you can also trigger her.
一道强力水流仿佛回应了他的召唤，贯穿前方敌人。
And also she can trigger her combo also just off of her own battle skill as well. Yeah, and she's very much mainly like a cryo team focused support. At least for right now, with the way that like cryo teams mostly function, which are very cryo focused. She's very much a cryo support in that way. Oh, well, sub DPS support because it's caster. So caster and guards are essentially sub DPS classes. They'll probably do pretty good damage, but then also often like specifically provide you with either more vulnerability or inflictions or whatever, or susceptibilities and so on.
造成寒冷伤害的同时，会迸射出一处涡
Yeah,
流。
create the whirlpool.
如果解锁了汤汤的第一天赋肝胆相照，涡流还会使附近的敌人
And yeah, okay, and then talent allows Whirlpool to slow down nearby enemies while increasing movement speed of our operators, which is fun.
我们希望
Zoom
汤汤的连续技与战技之间能够
Yeah,
形成
'cause
清晰的
indeed you
配合
can-
关系。战技能够提供寒冷附着，
You can trigger herself from that as well. So you know you can solo Tangtang.
用于触发连续技
Unfortunately, it's not attack speed; it's movement speed. It would be very funny if it was attack speed.
生成涡流，而积累的涡流又可以通过下一次战技转化为水龙卷，从而获得更强的输出效果。
Funny
终结
whirlpools.
技，大
And
家
then
加
obviously
冰
we
阵
have
发动
the
时，
chief
汤汤会
sees
揭开
you.
眼罩。
Still very, very wacky that this shit actually just pauses bosses as well. What does this woman have in her eye? Tangtang opens her eye patch and releases an olden stare, pausing the actions of enemies over a wide area and dealing damage. When the effect ends, a rogue wave comes crashing down to deal massive damage. If the controlled operator performs a dive attack within the area, the state will end early and the skill's effect will be enhanced. So you have like this kind of thing like, oh, you want to keep it on the field for as long as possible, but then do a dive attack to trigger it early to do more damage. Yeah, by herself, she can't do more than like 2 spouts. Yeah. Yeah.
释放魔眼中的古老图形，在剧情中啊，也会有汤汤摘下眼罩时的表现。终结技，大战家盯着呢，发动时，汤汤会揭开眼罩，释放魔眼中的古老图形。
Oh, and it doesn't actually say it doesn't say it in the description, but seemingly the last hit, or maybe it's the enhanced version of the hit, does trigger cryo infliction as well. I noticed Tangtang triggered her combo, so.
在剧情中啊，也会有汤汤在
And I mean, there's an
招式的表
infliction
现
now.
我们希望每次技能释放都能让大家回忆起那份决意，这也是诸多考量之后才决定了以魔眼为视觉锚点，以控制为主的一个设计。
Also, did it also summon a pool? I think it also summoned a pool.
思路，在刚才提到的魔眼中的古老图形释放后，范围内的所有敌人，注意啊。
But it's funny that they already put in like a specific interaction with doing like a dive attack into something, which now that you think about it, it's quite thematic, you know, like diving into water, you know. Makes sense. Make a big wave. You dive into the pool, make a big wave. More useful to have her just freezing enemies and not use that dive attack. Well, that's the thing, is you keep it, that's the whole thing, is you just want to keep it for as long as possible. You don't just dive right away, no, you keep it for as long as possible and then try and time your dive right when it's about to end anyway.
封锁行动，并持续受到寒冷伤害。
If you truly want to optimize
图
it.
形的演化结束时，会降下巨浪，对范围内的敌人造成大量寒冷伤害。如果
Fairly decent
守门
range
员
as well.
在古老图形内进行下落攻击，将可以提前结束图形演化，并触发。
Okay, because it can be ended early and trigger additional effects. So most likely, I would not be surprised if the Whirlpool summon and the Cryo Infliction are only the additional
值得一
effects,
提的是，
which
解锁汤汤的
makes
第
you
二
actually
天赋
almost
呼
kinda
风唤浪后，这一
prioritize
中
it.
心机的表现。
And also, okay, Talent Riot Bringer. During Odin's Stare, performing a dive attack with a controlled operator civilization early creates a water spout. Okay, all nearby whirlpools are also consumed and converted into additional water spouts. Water spouts created this way have the same effects as those created by battle skill. Okay, and deals more damage. Okay, so Talon is the one that spawned the whirlpools from Ultimate, from the additional effects.
将得到进一步强化。
Which means the Cryo Infliction is either default or
下落攻击
just
提前
baked
结
into
束
the
演
ult
化
itself.
时除了巨浪伤害提升之外，
And yeah,
汤汤
yes,
还会额外
diving
生成一
into
束水龙卷，
concrete.
并使
Yes.
场上的每一处涡流都额外形成一束水龙卷，这些水龙卷的伤害也都会获得提升。
They're showing this ult so many
从
times.
实战角度看啊，汤汤不仅能一人成队，能够
One girl
靠
team is
自
a
身
mechanic
的
allows
机
to create
制
a
形
skill
成
cycle
顺
with
畅
their
的
own.
技能
It's
循
true.
环，
To an
也
extent,
非常
yes.
适合以输出。
Oh, was there a visual duration indicator? Oh yeah, there
从实
is.
战角度看啊，一束水龙卷，并使场上的每一处涡流都额外
Is
形
it
成
the
一束水
it
龙
like
卷
expands from the middle outwards?
都会获得提
This little, if you see this little, this I think, is it this? This expands outwards, and when it hits the edge, that's when it triggers.
升。从实战角度
Well,
看
I
啊，
mean, we didn't really get to
汤
see
汤
it
不
there,
仅
but
能一步强化助法，
Let-
并触发
let-
巨浪
show us the
额外
full
效
thing.
果。值得一提的是
Obviously, they trigger it
第二
early.
天赋呼风唤浪后
But most likely that is the timer. Is oh, the enemies also have a debuff? Oh yeah, right. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, you can just also look at the debuff timer on the enemy. True.
汤汤还会额外生成一束水龙卷，
Yeah, because they have the timer on they're you know locked in place.
并使场上的每一
So you can
处
also
涡
just
流
look at the debuff timer instead.
都额外形成一束水龙卷。
Yeah, not the
这
slow, the
些
one on
水
the
龙卷的
side.
伤害也都会获得提升。
This one, this thingy right here.
从实战角度看啊，汤汤不仅能一人成队，
Very fun.
能够依靠自
She
身
looks
的
fun.
机制形成顺畅的技能循环。
They both look
也
really
非
fun. I
常
mean,
适合
next up
以
is
输出
the
加辅助的
Rossi.
定位加入寒冷附着与爆发伤害为核心的队伍中，也就是管理员们常说的兵队。那接下来啊，我们就通过一段实战来具体
never mind.
看
Next up
汤
is
汤的
the-
战斗表现吧。
Next up is gonna be
对
the
付
fucking hectic as hell battle, whatever. Where they first of all they show this for a while. We hear a bunch of stuff going on in the
想必大家
background,
都
but
还记得他有一招可以飞至空中落下大量锚点，很难对付。
well, so this showcase is specifically for like the usefulness of being able to freeze a fucking
快要
boss.
起飞了，就是现在，我们发动汤汤的终结技，直接停住它。
That's so silly. First of all, look at what a pretty pose Marble is in. Zawardo.
我们现在争取到了宝贵的一些输出时
And
间
obviously
啊
then you do big
我们立
damage.
刻
And yeah, because like for example, this is probably a team that I would possibly run if I go for Tangtang. This would indeed is one of the team options for sure. Would be this kind of team. It would just end up working. Ends up working a lot better because you just have better like cryo infliction and so on.
开启塞西和别里的终结技，对 BOSS 进行一波猛烈的输出。哎，然后刚好 BOSS 此时进入了失衡状。
Oh right, because also because Tangtang applies susceptibility. Well, actually, it's art susceptibility specifically, and not cryo. So never mind. It doesn't actually synergize with Last Rites. Last Rite has like the bonus effect of cryo susceptibility. Yeah, Last Rite combo, it does indeed also freeze bosses, even for a moment, yes. So you can like, with a Last Rite Tangtang team, you can like somewhat consistently be like just pausing bosses.
状态，立刻我们使用汤汤的战技产生3个水溶卷，返还许多气力的同时
And then you make a bunch of. Actually, how much does that actually like?
哎，然后刚好 BOSS 此时进入了失衡状态，立刻我们使用汤汤的战技产生3个水溶卷，返还。
I'm trying to see like how much did it actually bring back skill points.
就是现在，我们发动汤汤的终结技，直接停住它。我们现在争取到了宝贵的一些输出。
There's a bunch of skill points anyways.
时间啊，我们立刻开启塞西和别里的终结技。
I can't really see like how much it actually seems to get back.
猛烈的输出。
What the fuck? Where do they even trigger Tangtang? There's so much going on.
BOSS 此时进入
Oh, that's a final hit.
神状态。
Combo trigger.
我们使用汤汤。
Okay, so now, right now, the text is in the way, but now it has been, skill has been used, so you've used up 1 skill point, or 100, whatever, 1 bar. Returned about half, I think. That was about half return. With how many fucking spouts? 3 spouts? Okay. So probably at max it returns about half SP.
最后呢，我们再使用别的联系技完成一波收割。
Or a bit less. It might have been a bit less.
白垩结尾也没能再次飞上天空了。汤汤的战技还特别适合快速清理杂兵。接下来呢，我们再来看看面对一群原生前兽
Indigenous pincer bit. Ah, yes, kill the indigenous animals.
腐甲兽的情况吧。我们先利用汤汤战技大范围的优势，快速的清理掉这群前兽，让我们。
Oh yeah, that is a fair bit of AoE. That's a fair bit of AoE.
专心的对付剩下的这只大怪啊。
They just fucking died.
此时追加。
They just fucking disappeared.
我们先利用汤汤战技大范围的优势，快速的清理掉。
Okay, that was her using her own battle skill, which then just hit all of them.
这群前兽，让。
And then also combo right after.
专心的对付剩下的这只大怪啊。
How did it spawn so many water spouts?
腐甲兽的情况吧。我们先利用汤汤战技大范围。
Is that combo? Is that no? Is that? Oh, is that? I don't know. No, okay. Here she used battle. There's no. Okay, there's nothing on them yet. So it is battle skill and then into combo. Yeah. But it's bought a whole bunch of water spouts. So many water spout. Almost as if the water spout created by the combo would have spawned afterwards. Like that you could actually, you can hit like the summoning window if you just use combo right after battle skill. Or it's like a bit on enemies, or depending on enemies or something, maybe like spawned more of them somehow. I don't know. Anyway. And then you deal with this guy. Cast a bunch of combo skills, so true.
跟上了一堆终结技后，哎呦不好呀，这只腐角兽很狡猾呀，跑出了一缝连续技的范围。不过呢没关系，我们开启一缝的。
I didn't. The shit goes so fast. I didn't even know. It's like, oh yeah, run out of Yvonne's combo, whatever.
终结技后，哎，极限的接上汤汤的终结技，将敌人。
Then indeed you freeze this part. Indeed you can freeze the enemies, so that Yvonne can like ult in peace.
我们再来进行一波猛烈的安全输出。 最后呢，配合一缝的战技，将敌人流畅的一波带走。
Big bonk.
从刚才的演示里啊，大家也可以看到，汤汤不仅可以利用涡流形成水龙卷，造成大量伤害以及寒冷附着。
Also, indeed, there they were. She was indeed diving into non-water. She creates enough water effects around her anyway that it kind of looks normal.
的输出环境是一名输出与控制兼具的全能型术士干员。 早在4号谷地啊，管理
And
员
then
们
there's
就已经
Rossi.
与狼群氏族的领袖洛西有过接触。
Rossi, I'm also kind of getting. I actually haven't eaten anything
版
yet
本
today.
中，他也将作为一名禁卫干员正式加入管理员的队伍。虽然在敬仰的管理员面前提供单体输出呢，会展露出天真直率
I
的
thought I was
一
gonna
面，
go for long. No,
但作
we'll
为
get
氏
into
族的
that.
领导者，他的实力
This was even more
强
hectic. The fucking the Rossi battle like showcase was so hectic. I'll probably escape Rossi just kind of because as a character, I care more about Tangtang than I care about Rossi.
里面，洛西是一名兼具施加破防和提供单体输出能力的禁卫干
But
员。
she has some really cool animations and stuff, and it did also look quite fun.
它的特色之处在于，
I have no pulls, but I'm getting both. Of course, I mean, depending on, like, I guess how my pulls go or whatever. Tangtang is the first banner, and then it's Rossi. Depending on my pulls go, I guess, maybe I'll have enough to try for Rossi as well. Tell me what I can say in the next 2 patches. Well, I mean, you'll see how many pulls you get during next patch, you know? That's part of the whole thing, isn't it?
能够同时造成法术和物理的混伤效果，也是目前唯一一位可以将敌人身上的法术附着
Yeah, 'cause she had this
转化
arcing
为
infliction,
破防效果的干员。终结技是他最强力的输出窗口。洛西最多可以进行5段普通攻击，对敌人造成物理
Also, she does have some really fun
在
mechanics, like the
处决敌人
perfect
时
timing on
将
combo
额
and
外造
stuff.
成大量的物理伤害，并恢复一定记忆力。
And really
体
cool
现洛西
animations.
迅捷如风的身法，我们特意让他的战技和连续技都能触发
Yeah,
2
normal
段血
vulnerable
攻击
from
洛西的战技血红之影，第一段攻击会对敌人
first
造
you
成
do physical
物理伤
damage to
害，并施
enemies
加
and
击
lift
飞
them
效
into
果
the。air.
而当目标敌人身上已经存在破防层数时，
And if they already have, then you get like an extra effect. Dashes toward a target and attacks with sharp claws, dealing damage and applying lift. The target is already vulnerable, inflicts additional follow-up damage, and applies razor claw marks to the target, dealing continuous
洛
damage over a
西
period of
则
time.
会
Also,
额
like
外
dot
增
damage as
加
well.
第2段攻击，释放狼之破，对目标造成灼热伤害。需要注意的是，战技释放的狼之破造成伤害后，还可以触发洛西的第1天赋灼痕，
Burst
对目
talent.
标施加爪印状态。爪印状态会持续使目标受到伤。
After Wolven Ambush, sequence 2 of the battle skill deals damage, applies razor claw mark to the target for a certain duration. This effect cannot stack while razor claw mark is active. The target takes physical damage every second equal to a certain percentage of Rossi's attack and receives increased physical damage and heat damage. Okay, so it's also a debuff.
且使其受到的物理和灼热伤害提升。洛西若对处于爪印状态的敌人造成暴击后，将进而触发第2天。
Okay, yeah, then she also, yeah, so you build her crit as well, which obviously is, you know. Well, which works, because the crits set we currently have is like more physical focused, makes sense. Or at least a bunch of it is. Dashes toward a target and attacks with sharp claws, dealing damage and applying lift. But this is just, this is
可
just
额
the,
外施
whatever.
加1次伤害。
Okay, but if you crit, then you also just do an additional bit of damage. And also heal if you crit.
燃烧状态，这个伤害和治疗效果还
And then if they're combusted, damage and HP recovery will be further increased, which is kind of like a, hey, you can use her with Wolfguard, right? Didn't see that they're adding any recurring resource for basic headhunting permits, so that's a big F. They are. They quite literally are. You just missed it. They're adding basic headhunting permits to the battle pass. So yes, there is a recurring one now. They're also just adding more to the stuff that already exists.
将得到进一步提升。
Also, the fact that she has some HP recovery means there's going to be a lot of Rossi solos. I can tell you that much right now. It's going to be a lot of Rossi
破
soloing.
防与法术附着状态时，洛西的连歇技疗影时刻将固定触发2次。
Interesting, it says guaranteed to trigger twice. Combo trigger. When an enemy has both vulnerability and arts infliction stacks. Oh, okay. Well, interesting. Combo can only trigger if both are present. Rossi's combo has skill has 2 consecutive sequences. Combo sequence 1 deals damage to a target. Sequence 2 consumes all arts infliction stacks from a target, deals damage and applies lift to it. If combo sequence 2 is cast with perfect timing, applies 1 more stack of vulnerability to
第
the
1次
target.
攻击
Okay.
会稳定造成物理伤害，而第2次攻击则会消耗目标身上的所有法术附着。
Okay, you do have 2
消耗
inputs
造
for
成
it
物
as
理
well.
伤害，并施加击飞效果。同时呢，还可以提升洛西自
The
身的
combo
暴
is
击力
really
与
cool.
暴击伤害。 如果管理员们的操作很好，第二次的连续技能
It's
够
fucking
做到
rhythm
精
gaming,
准
man.
衔接，还将额外为目标敌人施加一层破防，实现破防层数的快速叠加。
I think did her ult have heat infliction? I
洛
guess
西的
we'll
终结
see.
技逆爪奇袭，可以在短时间内对敌人造成多段灼热
Yeah,
伤
because
害。
Rossi herself
最
kind
后
of
洛
seems
西
like
使用匕首进行2段追。
applying heat infliction. Yes, so she the only heat infliction she has is on ult, but she does have it on ult. And ult doesn't do vulnerable. It's only the heat.
造成大量的灼热伤害，并施加一层灼热。
Also, it deals heat damage, however, which
暴
is.
击时产生更高的暴击伤害。
But I guess you might not be building her like full physical damage necessarily. You're building her like crit. Well, I guess that makes sense. Because you're building her crit instead, which means that it scales both her heat and physical damage rather than building her like with lots of physical damage up, which then would be ignoring the heat parts of the kit. Okay, yeah, that's smart. And yeah, on ult she would inflict heat infliction and then she can consume it herself. So you know they've made her she can also like self-sustain in some way, but obviously you know just only if you have ultimate. Like on Rossi solos, you're not gonna be triggering her combo until you have ult.
总的来说
That's all.，
洛西不仅能够作为近卫干员高效施加破防，同时呢也能稳定的引入法术伤害，这是一项他的重要优势。接下来呢，我们也将通过一段实战视频来看看洛西的
This
战
part
斗
is
表现。
so fucking
这
hectic,
次我们
man.
要面对的敌人是粘土
This shit goes
型敌
like
人啊，
1 billion miles an hour. So much happens so quick. Why'd I go shh?
我喜欢叫他大斧哥，还是挺抗揍的。开场，我们先使敌人同时进入破防和灼热附着状态。
It already went.
战
It
斗
already
表
went
现
so。quickly.
这次我
How
们
does
面
it
对的
start?
敌人是粘土
Explain to
型
me,
敌
bro.
人啊，我喜欢叫他大斧哥，还是挺抗揍的。开场，我们先使敌人同时。
Also, they specifically put Rossi at low HP so that they can show off like that she heals a little bit over time as she crits. Oh, except the crit heal is only on battle skill, isn't it?
进入破防和灼热附着状态。
Okay, sorry, yeah,
这刚好触发了
infliction
洛西
Infliction and then heat by Wolfguard, yeah.
的连接技，我们一同操作。
Okay, then Wolfguard, then triggered Wolfguard.
精准
Right, and because then what Wolfguard gets to put another heat infliction on them before Rossi triggers the second part, so that Rossi gets to consume more infliction stacks.
衔接他的第二段连接技，成功一次性对敌人施
Bonk. Very quick 3-stack of infliction.
加了2层破防。之后呢，
And if Chen was in here, that would have been 4 stacks, by the way. Tangtang's the first banner, yeah. If Chen was in here, that would have been 4 stacks of infliction already.
我们迅速衔接洛西的战技，
Then Rossi battle skill.
给目标
4
施加
stack.
第4层破
and
防
claw
和
mark.
爪印状态。在管理员猛击消
Then
耗破防次数
consume.
后，我们接上狼卫的终结技，让大斧哥进入燃烧
And
状
like
态。
combustion, and then obviously some SP. They don't say that part.
最后，我们使用洛西的终结技
Rossi ult.
对敌人发起暴风骤雨般的攻击，帅气的
And then actually just kind of kill him. He just fucking dies.
解决了敌人的同时，还恢复了一定的生命值。
So first of all, yes, you do have nice synergy sort of with the fact that, you can indeed, it makes actually sense to play Wolfguard with Rossi, which is obviously good to have.
由于洛西的连接技对于法术附着的类型没有任何限制啊
Yep, indeed.
其实它还可以与吉尔菲塔等干员形成
It is
良好的
any
配合
infliction.
那接下来呢
Which does obviously,
我
yeah,
们
that's
再
like,
来
it's
看
the fact that it's
以
any
连武器
infliction.
刀妇为首的多敌人的战斗。开场时，
Well, yeah, which is interesting indeed that she can kind of work with almost anyone, or like any, obviously, element, because her combo
先
doesn't
使用吉
require
尔菲塔的
heat.
战技，将场中
Then you get, first you
敌人都
gather,
聚到一起。
also final hit.
然后呢，我
Then
们
combo, because Wolfguard triggers from Gibby.
和狼卫的连
Then
接
Gibby
技，
Gibby to nature inflict and also lift.
将敌人全
Oh no, it doesn't nature inflict.
都
It's just lift. I forgot.
击飞至空中，并使他们破防。紧接着，
Then quickly, then Gibby battle skill again, and Rossi battle skill, both of them.
我们再使用吉尔佩塔和洛西的战技，
Yeah, and then it triggers, yeah, because then the nature infliction then triggers Rossi,
自然附着加破防的组合
which then gives you a double stack.
刚好触发洛西的连续技。哎，我们精准衔接后，敌人直接被4层破防，
And then you can
配合
slap
大
with
判的连
Panda.
续技进行一波猛烈的输出。最后在洛西的战绩
As the battle skill hits, it
进
triggers
入
second
敌人失衡后
enemy.
开启吉尔佩塔的终结
Give
技
me。ult. Give me ult for the extra damage on ult, obviously,
使用
or for arch
洛
damage.
西的终结技进行一次华丽的收场。
She looks so fun as well. And yes, she does prefer combustion, yes, but also you can get combustion as long as you just have nature and heat in the team. Like that team can still trigger combustion. And the combustion bonus is just for, I mean, I guess it's a little bit of extra damage because it's like, it specifically buffs the crit like bonus of battle skill, like the healing and like the extra like healing effect and stuff from battle skill is what combustion buffs.
从刚才的演示里啊，大家可以看到，
Chen plus kinda, but not really, because you could just use both. You could just use both.
的法术效果搭配时，洛西可以高效的叠加破防层数。它不仅能配合已有的物理体系的干员，自身也拥有不俗的输出能力，是物理队的全新多面手。
And she doesn't really fit into like into the full physical teams. It is like slightly different physical team. Like you do have to kind of make a physical team indeed, which has some arts infliction in there as well then. Because she doesn't fit into like just a pure physical team. But that makes it more fun. Because then you have more fucking team types. You get to put it into more team types. Yeah, indeed. Like some kind of like cryo teams with like solidification and stuff, indeed, you would probably be actually triggering her as well. Many teams, not enough mats. I don't think we don't need to look at this part. That's spoilers for the story. Wow. Oh yeah, wait, Untal combo. How does Untal combo actually work? If you have both vulnerable and infliction, which one will it apply? Because Untal combo can apply either one. I guess I think it actually, I might say that it applies the most recent one. Might be. Yeah, it's just like the recent one, yeah. She does buff heat. Yeah, she does have a heat damage debuff or whatever. So in that way, you do want heat damage. So yes, heat is still the damage, the type of damage that makes most sense with her. Yes, this is true. But you can use her in elsewhere. And obviously, the nature, is a supportive element. So nature just buffs like any and all arch damage and just damage in general if you use corrosion. So. Gibby Wolf and Pog for us. Yeah, that could be one option as well. I feel like you have a bunch of options. You can rotate a bunch of different teams in there. The main thing is that with if you have like Chen Rossi, Wolfguard, and then someone like Panda or Enderman maybe for Crush, or possibly Pog indeed for Breach and more SP. Electrification, yes, is also good for arch damage, yes. You could have a lot of infliction, or a lot of vulnerable application. Because indeed, if you just do if you start your combo, you just start a fight, you just Chen battle skill, which will trigger Chen herself. You Chen and Wolfguard battle skills right at the start, which then will already have 2 stacks and an infliction. And will also trigger actually 2 stacks and 2 inflictions. Then which triggers Rossi combo skill, which will then give you another 2 inflictions. So you're at you can go to 4 in stacks of vulnerable fucking instantly. You can get a real quick first crush or something. almost so fast that like you actually will not have had time to, for example, like get some SP and stuff back. It goes so quickly. Like you won't actually be able to, for example, trigger like a Pog skill to consume the vulnerable, or an Enderman skill to trigger the vulnerable in time, because like you won't even have the SP yet, because you'll have gotten it so quickly. Can you skip Chen battle skill or combos to Rossi herself? Oh yeah, true, you can. Well, no, you can't, because you still need to apply the vulnerable first. You can't trigger Rossi's combo unless you already have vulnerable in there. So there needs to be vulnerable already. That's the thing. They beta gate the base. What does it mean? Yeah, so you can't skip Gem Battle. You have to either use Rossi Battle skill to give you a vulnerable, or Chen Battle skill. You need to use some battle skill to get vulnerable on at the start, unless you have an ultimate that gives you vulnerable. But that's like not, then you're relying on ult instead of something that's always there. And indeed, we're not getting Dijon updates on this one. Other than quality of life updates, we're getting some quality of life updates to Dijon, but not expansion to Dijon. But it was really funny. It was quite some, and I probably can't find it right away. But Lowlight really was like, hey, like, you could just take it easy. It's okay if you don't go and gather the Dijon materials every day if you're already maxed out on Dijon. Don't worry. You don't have to gather them right now. You don't. Take it chill. You don't have to do everything all the time. People probably use Li Feng for susceptibility. Li Feng's susceptibility is very low, so I don't know. I think it depends on. Also, isn't Rossi's an amp?
并施加击害。需要注意的是，战绩释放的且使其
increase physical. Okay, yeah. So, no, it's just it's increased physical and heat damage to target. No, yeah. So it's susceptibility. It's susceptibility. I don't think. No, I'm not doing Aya. No, I'm gonna like get off soon once I'm done looking at the stream here or whatever. No, it's susceptibility essentially. It says that the target takes more damage, so it should be a susceptibility stuff. It's not heat amp for the team or anything. Still see psychos go and gather them. Yeah, some people will indeed gather them, but it's like you don't. It's okay. You don't need to gather them if you're done with the thing. If you're like, I don't know how to do this, you don't need to do it. You don't need to stockpile them that much. It's okay. It's okay. Which is, I think, a thing that the game tries to tell you a lot is that like. Yeah, you don't really have to do everything every day. Like, your dailies are actually a lot less than you think. It's fine. Psyop to set players back when they finally drop the upgrades. Yeah, but they also... This part it does make... It was nice that they told this part, like, explicitly. Where it was like, hey, by the time that you're gonna need more of them, we will have also implemented the auto collection for the materials, or like the one-click collection for the recycling materials. Ascension is different whether it'll stack or not. This is true, yes. That part is true. But it is some kind of debuff rather than an amp. It just depends on if it's like a separate thing, yeah. If it's worded as susceptibility or not, which it might not be. It probably actually isn't worded. It's not susceptibility exactly because they didn't say susceptibility. While with Tangtang they specifically said susceptibility. They say susceptibility if it's susceptibility instead of like a unique thing. What time Wi-Fi poop gathering? So true. Where is the poop optimizations? Actually, there was some poop optimizations, but just not optimizations in gathering poop. It was optimizations in how good poop is. But yeah, because right, they did say that Haimo did directly say that, like, yeah, when you have to gather more recycling station stuff, that we will have the one-click collection. So it's chill. And if you have all of them like unlocked and upgraded, you get a lot by collecting all of them, like even just in a single day. Well, yeah, because it is functionally, in the way that it works, it's susceptibility, but then it just gets named different so that it can stack, essentially. This is what is the final Endfield boss for a specific Arknights. Oh, does Kyo struggle with susceptibility because of accent? Yeah, I can see that. Susceptibility is not the easiest word. Oh, poor Kyo. Anyway, exciting stuff. Let's see if the Twitter has updated anything. Have you updated? Obviously, trailer, yes. Okay, no, nothing. It's just the summary on a bunch of stuff. And of course, right, the most important update, thank you, Naz, for reminding me. The most important update of the patch is that they're adding trimmed medals if you did factory tutorials or simulations manually. I ain't fucking doing that. I ain't doing that, man. I don't know. Maybe I might fucking end up doing it. I'll only end up doing it if I'm, you know, fucking starving. Like, it's like, I literally just want to hang out in Endfield, but I don't have anything to do. Fine, I'll fucking do manual tutorials. We'll do it for content, we all know it. It's sad that that's such a real possibility. It might indeed just be like I'm just gonna be yapping while going through the tutorials. I'm getting engraved frame with 0. Yeah, if you already did them all manually, you'll just instantly get the engraved, you'll get frame 0. Bunch of images, map and gameplay previews. Just replied a bunch of images to these. You know, summaries of the stuff that's coming. And yeah, banners are funky where the banners are 2.5 weeks. Or at least should be 2.5 weeks. Which I'm wondering if that will be the norm or if that's a 1.1 special situation where 1.1 is slightly shorter than normal because 1.0 is longer than normal. They posted the full ass 40-minute video on Twitter? Why? That's crazy. Why would you post a 40-minute video on Twitter? That's insane. That's psychotic. Actually psychotic. Holy moly. I should tweet something. I'm putting this in. OG Arknights. Similar format and style. I don't need to put also. I can just be pretty excited for next patch. Also story, give me more story. Give me story right now. I watched a popular JP streamer pull Yvonne after the dev video and she stopped at 118, 120 without Yvonne waiting for the login tomorrow. Damn. Damn. Double space, it's fine. It's Twitter. Double space probably fucking gives you a boost in the algorithm or something because it's like, oh, it's natural. I don't know. You need to quote the 40-minute video. I could reply, wait. I could reply to that. The 40-minute video on Twitter is crazy. Holy moly. Should we actually just log into the game real quick? I think there's mail or something in the game, so we could log in. I wonder if they'll actually put out a text version of the entire patch as well. Because I think they said they were. I think Haima mentioned that it might be like a, you know, like how they do like the news posts or whatever with like the full devcom on the website. Which obviously, you know, it's nice to have that for referencing other stuff later. Already posted full text recap of the video. Classic, dude. Well, yeah, because you just text recap. Right. However, the main one of the things is for the future, Hypergriff, if you're listening, I'll probably give you feedback somewhere directly if I can, but just make it a premiere next time. Like, just make it a premiere next time. Like, maybe we should have committed to Gibby. Oh, you're not excited for Tangtang Rossi? Fair enough. Also, actually, wait. How many of our predictions did we get? First of all, Rossi 6-star Heat, correct. Tangtang Supreme 6-star, obviously. Surprise 5-star, didn't get. I was wrong. New sub PAC, I was fucking wrong. New region, no new sub PAC. Uling factory expansion, yes. Mention of new game modes, yes. It was a limited time game mode, not a permanent one, but there was a new game mode. Edge base update, yes. Djang expansion wasn't. No Djang expansion. New trailer, obviously. Fucking no God Hand. Depot quality of life wasn't actually mentioned. Depot quality of life was not mentioned. She's not heat, she's fizz. But she also has heat, okay? A recycling quality of life. Actually, not yet. We didn't actually get recycling quality of life in this update. New trailer is free space, yes. If this was a bingo board, it would be free space. Yeah, apparently these versions will not have God Hand in them, which is fine. They just sent us stuff in mail anyway, so. I know she has physical icon, but she does heat infliction, so I'm giving it to me, okay? I'm giving it to myself because she has heat infliction, okay? As we'll have no further use. Well, until Djang expands, it won't have, like, further use. Is what they said. Like, so you don't have to worry about stockpiling loads of it. Because it's just like, once Djang expands, then it expands, and then you'll want to get some more of it. And yeah, we'll see if how often they might release, like, more 5-stars and so on. Or if there's not going to be that many 5-stars, which is completely possible, because 5-stars cost the same amount as a 6-star to make, but don't sell in the same way, so. Doing the thing where we call Ember a fizz, though, classified as heat. Okay, but Ember doesn't even have heat infliction. Like, Ember doesn't have heat infliction and has no synergy with heat. Rossi has actual synergy with heat and heat infliction. Ember truly has no heat actually going on, even though, yeah, I think she's for some reason considered a heat unit. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, well, we'll quickly go for the game a little bit. I will, however, go pee while it's opening. While it's opening, I'll go take a pee. I do want to. I have to do chore. I have to do, like, laundry and stuff today. So at some point, I want to, like, go and do those as well. So we'll just do a quick little login to see what the bonuses are that we got.
Arknights.
The heck, it's like really foggy outside for some reason. They didn't say a number for the standard pulls, no, so that's obviously something that remains to be seen on how many it actually is from the standards. Why is Arknights here? So we'll see how many it is. It's probably not a terribly huge amount of pulls from the or standards from the battle pass, because I think back to how many you would get a month of standard pulls in like the other games. You would get 5 from monthly store. And then you'd get like 1 a week or something from some kind of resetting mode.
I'm really sorry.
So you'd get 9 a month. But obviously in Endfield, standard pulls are higher value than in the other games. In the other games, standard fucking pulls are beyond useless. They do nothing for you.
Thank you for your gift, Administrator.
Except for like the
I
first
take it
couple
as a
weeks.
commendation as well. And please accept this as my token of gratitude.
So they're like... They're kind of useless, and I feel like they exist
Really sorry.
mainly to let people click on the gamble button every now and then.
The incident has
To like drip feed them a bit of dopamine. Oh yeah, I think BPs did also have actually some of them. But BPs are obviously patch length rather than like month reset. Think it will ever make units go to standard banner? Ever? Yes. Ever is a long time. 1k barrel, 1k credit, 8 XP, 4 XP, and daily sign rewards. Thank you! Thank you! Oh, we have Baker chat, of course. Oh, from Pearly as well. Oh, Ruling of the Bird and Beast. Weird to me the leveling up doesn't give tickets. Okay, but that's because you have brain rot from the other games. People actually do the escape part daily. Some of us absolute sickos do, yes. Okay, we'll read that one later. New topic. Simonch. What's my daily mission? Sky pole tracking. No way. Wooling daily. Unheard of. This never happens. Oh, what the fuck? It's kind of far away. Cleared out my mail just an accident. Delete the survey I hadn't done yet. Rip. They do have a star on it. Baka? I'm pretty sure they do. At least mine have had it. I think now it's already gone. I think you might have just missed it. The survey that was in there wasn't available for a very long time. I think you might have just like missed it. Yeah, tutorial's now giving 1 currency as well. Yeah, indeed. I'm pretty sure the surveys do have a star mark on them when they are in your inbox, like by default. Two days after now? Yeah, I had 3 days on it, I think. So okay, I should have been. I don't know why it disappeared then. But they do have star mark on them, the surveys, when they arrive. These things are actually just on fire in the bush, by the way. What the fuck? It's far. What the hell? Back up, of course. Also, yeah, I need on OGAK and whatnot. The OGAK indeed has a crazy amount of things that let you, like, in the long term, get a lot of units through gold certs and stuff, yellow certs and off-rate spooks and all that stuff. Which is going to be less in Endfield. You should just expect that it's going to be less in Endfield. Frankly, I think they regret making yellow certs so goddamn powerful in Arknights. Sinking feeling Wooling is pretty wet. It's true. There's no gameplay mechanic yet with the turtles. It almost feels like there should be. They seem so like, I don't know. They almost should be like a puzzle involving the turtles. I learned this week that these track things, daily missions want you to use the lines of the ground to follow them to things. Oh, you didn't notice that? Yeah, they show you like the little wave thing that shows you the direction. And yes, AK you require more units, of course. But in AK also units are cheaper to make, so, you know. Enfield is starting to appear in other games' survey. Yeah, that makes sense. The instant, now that they can actually put, because obviously, you know, frankly, I think they probably would have put AK Enfield into surveys earlier already if they could have, but it obviously makes no sense putting them into the survey if people can't actually play the game yet. Of course they're gonna be in there. Like, the instant any other big game pops up, it's gonna start being in the surveys for the other games. Like, yeah, 100%. That just makes sense. You want to know if your player base is also playing that game. Helltaker, first of all. Also, good fucking stonks. That's actual good stonks. That's like the highest wooling I've maybe ever seen, 4,700. Yeah, competition is good. Competition is good. Until it was in service 1 week after release, yeah, it makes sense. I would have expected to be there fucking, like, if a survey went out 1 hour after Enfield release, I would have expected Enfield to be in those surveys. Because, like, it's the biggest release in the, like, market for a while. So, people want to know. I see 4,700 daily. Best I've seen is 5,500. No, Wuling, not Valley 4. Wuling specifically. Wuling stonks are just like debuffed. I don't think I've ever seen Wuling beyond 5,000. Wuling, yes, you're lying. There's no way. I've never seen above 5,000 in Wuling. Limbus not showing up on Chinese game surveys. It's true. Yeah, Limbus doesn't. Why am I here? Oh. For these. Alright, I still have 2 hours until this thing is back even. But I already have everything, luckily. Fucking production assists. Where'd I put it? One to her. Sure, one to him. I don't have production assists. It would be nice if these went automatically. Now, let me extract more seeds for the things that I stockpile these lower level ones. So I don't have to go and gather them manually ever. Okie dokie. Woke up early just to watch the preview. Now I gotta wait a few hours for the skateboard day reset. You can do it! Well, I mean, just normal waiting. You can just go about your day and come back at some point. Yeah, I have also indeed not seen any max stock prices like 6k. I don't think so. Don't think I've seen any. Okay, this is, yeah, Jinko drinks are fucking maxed out. Oh, but okay, it takes 42,000 of them to empty it out, huh? Okay, let's not do all of them, because we're gonna max out on batteries as well, almost, so. I think they did change like the distribution of the stonks, where it's not as easy to get super high ones. It might have obviously been a thing like that. It was increased for beta to provide you with more stonks overall. So that you can experience more of the stuff while you're doing the beta, which would make sense. Jinkao Maker, Yazen Forever. Jinkao can be used to support your controlled operator, so I prefer it. Yazen heals you more, but your friend units can't use it on your controlled unit. While Jinkao can be used on anyone. Did I check my stonks here? I didn't. That's the lowest one. That can go higher. I'll just buy it because it's the cheapest. I'll sell it later. That can go higher. Wait, Yazen can also heal? Like, wait, your friends can also use Yazen to heal your controlled operator, even though it says it can't? Is it like not working as intended, but in like a beneficial way? Because yeah, Yazen shouldn't be able to. Obviously, if it's equipped on your controlled operator, then yes. But it's specifically the one where like friendlies yeet it at you, which Yazen shouldn't be able to do, according to all laws known by man. I've not seen it being thrown. Okay, so I'm running Yazen for a while now. See other ops healing me with their item. The heck? Are you sure you don't accidentally have something else on them? Now I almost want to try this. I should have some Yazen, then I can just go try it real quick. Just get hit by something. Someone didn't instantly do my Wuling one. How could this be? It's literally... Okay, well, I'm literally gonna go try that right now.
Ready? My blades are always ready, as they never rest.
Can I not change it from here? Oh, there. Okay. I have 6 of them? Okay, it's literally easier to do it from in character screen.
Waiting for something.
Because, I mean, I went back too much. We literally just need to equip Yazen on a single... Do I have... Because I don't have any fucking Yazen. Go pick up Yazen into my inventory. Also, the stash. Yazen? Yazen? Am I in the... I might not be in the right... Jinka, have I sold? No, there it is. That's like, have I sold all my Yazen? My Yazen?
Watch this! Awesome, right?
Unequip these so that you don't accidentally use them, and then just equip you with this, and then go into... I don't know, just like a Re-Crisis Rodan or something, and just get fucking blasted.
Ready to break camp.
Oh, can you on Dijang open an inventory anywhere? Oh. Oh. Blast me.
Time to fight.
Leave it to me.
Huh? Hey, yo! Wait a minute. Sir? Because then if you look at Jinka, I'm in the wrong one again. I did not go to Wuling. Can support the controlled operator. What the? Hey, yo! They heal, because that's the thing. I thought the whole thing was that Tryzyn heals you more, but it can't support controlled operator. I thought that was the trade-off, but never mind. It's fucking, it's broken. Either they forgot to put this text on Tryzyn, or they forgot to disable the like effect. Can I check Citron? I mean, you could maybe check. I guess Citron would give us an idea on whether or not it's actually intentional. I should go fucking switch everything to Tryzyn then.
Will carve a path for us.
Cause yeah, it's just better then. It's just better then. The reason I was making Jin Kao's was specifically because I was like, well, surely I would just do
Ready to break.
Jin Kao because it can support my controlled operator. But then if Tryzyn also works, then yeah, I should just go to Tryzyn. The heck? I'm being scammed. Crazy style. Blast me. Citron works as well. They fucked up. They fucked up? Well, let's go fucking change my production line. That's very silly. Okay, yeah, indeed, you can indeed open it anywhere. Well, I'm trying to fucking put Tryzyn on everyone. Trying to put Tryzyn on everyone then instead. Why would I run Jin Kao if Tryzyn does the thing but better?
Originally,
That's pretty
Let's go
silly.
over the battle plan once more.
Oh Christ, why not? It makes me fucking scroll to the bottom. I didn't actually press fucking switch. That's very silly. It's extremely silly. I sure wish I had a, hey, you can equip everyone with the item in one click. That would be nice. That'd be cool. Instead of this fucking manual shenanigans. Okay, doggy. Take me to Wuling. Oh, we can also go look at the farm. I'm changing it. Well, because I changed it on everyone who I actually have actively in teams right now.
That was an oversight.
Fucking used one of my whatever. Also, we'll go look at the farm. And yeah, so that I don't forget when I'm switching between teams for something. Better just put it on everyone while I'm in the process of it. Fluff Jin Kao powder enjoyer. That is one option, but it then like I just like mass producing the thing a whole bunch, so I truly don't have to think about it. And since I'm farming more than just like Jin Kao here, then. Also, because you're producing the Tryzyn or whatever, like the healing items anyway, because you're producing them so that you can trade them. So. Give me my farmings. Simon Buckcaps is too lazy to switch. Eventually you'll do it. It'll happen. Oh wait, I didn't check if... I still didn't get... damn! Still no crafting manual increase. Kind of surprised. I felt like I should have finished up Fire Buckle or something by now. Or Tart Peppers. Or even, like, ginseng. Red jade. Yeah, fluff powder is really good. It's just that indeed... Well, because it's really good because it's more limited, because you can't mass produce it in the same way. Isn't it as the used by anyone in the team text? Maybe... That only some consumables like the Valley Pie have. Okay. So it's just weird that it's like... The text is in like a... It's really confusing when you have a specific text on Jinkao or the other items where it's like, oh, this can support the controlled operator. Which implies that if it doesn't have that particular purple text, you can't. It's a little confusing. Actually, we'll check here quickly, even though I haven't done all my credits yet today. I have not gathered up all credit sources. I'll just do that later today. Okay, time to switch over my shenanigans here. You shall become Yazen. Do I have to change my... Yeah, I think I have to change what's active here now as well then. This one should be active instead. And these ones should be closed. More Yazen, less Jinko. And we kind of just wait for this to empty out, essentially. So that we can then change it to making Jinko instead. Or Yazen solution instead. It do be clogging, however. This thing is maxed out on fucking bottles. The heck? Surprising. The liquid is a limited reserve pool. Why are you giving me a... Production rate for current form is lower than the input material transport rate. It's actually not. It's actually capped the fuck out. She's somehow producing it faster than I need to. I don't know how it's actually like ended up like that, where it's like, oh no, it wasn't actually inputting. Okay, yeah, I wasn't outputting them fast enough somehow, which is a little silly. Why is this fucking filled here? So it doesn't matter. It's full in here. This thing doesn't make it fast enough. This is shocking, frankly. There's no point in making like a secondary, like extra production, however, because I mean, I know it won't fucking work. Yeah, this is now making Yazen. But we're waiting for all this fucking Jinkao to empty out. Okay, no, this is the last Jinkao powder. There we go. Still need to wait for empty out here, however. My whole Valley 4 factory is pretty much HC battery, capsule A, and Citrom. Man, you're making so much Citrom as well, Jesus Christ. How do you have enough for that? Oh, Citrom C. Okay. Also, that's like more than you need to empty out the stock bills in Valley 4. Because I think I have 18 buck capsule and then 12 battery. And then like a little bit of LC batteries and like the various construction materials that can also be used to trade in sometimes. Actually, can I just change this directly to Yazen already? Oh, I can yet. So we can just like... This can just sit in here. Whatever. Actually, this needs to empty out. And I can't empty it out manually because it's fucking liquids. It's liquids. The fuck, I have a bunch of... Oh, right. I have a bunch because I went to the farm. I really don't actually need to be holding electric pylons or relay, like normal pylons and relays anymore. You only use them in Valley 4. So this thing is doing its thing here as well. Oh yeah, let's actually check. Okay, I'm using 70 a minute now of Arknight. And generating 16, so yeah. So I could adjust that maybe. I guess I could adjust that while we're waiting for this to clear itself out eventually. So here we just need to do some splitting shenanigans. We split it into like another splitter and then a converger here to push some of it back in, and then converger here to push some of it back in. Because we don't want to half it. We don't want to like just like half it completely. We want like a bit less, not like half input. Japanese soldiers are carry pylons and relay terminals after wooling. Because yeah, this just we'll see. I mean, I guess we'll see how much it balances it, or if that's enough, or if I need something a little bit more to like fully balance it out. Are you okay? Now you're filling with Tryzyn, and we're just waiting for the Ferium bottles to empty out. That's all. As this slowly makes things. I'm surprised it's somehow like ended up clogged. Even though at this point I'm out of Ferium, so I'm not even like... Actually, somehow... How do I have... How do I have this much Ferium? How have I stockpiled Ferium? I should be using all Ferium input. I don't know how I've managed to stockpile Ferium. Or something like... Oh, maybe... Oh, because I was capped on Jinkao, so it wasn't producing anymore, so it was just filling up. That's why. Meta transfer doesn't give you enough to fully, Yeah, my Jinkaos were capped. I don't know how long they've been capped for. I guess that's the main thing. And during that time, it got to stockpile a bunch. I hope the new region is no fairy more, because it would be funny to only have one vein. That would be funny, yes, but a little fucked up. I think they'll give us at least one vein. So that you can, for example, make full efficiency. Or maybe they don't even give... They might not even give us a new vein. They might just upgrade the vein that we have so that you can at least make the drinks without needing transfer. If they just give us more development level or whatever, then that can upgrade the existing vein. Amethyst erasure. There is no amethyst, it's true. Who needs amethyst? Amethyst? Cringe. Okay, now it's making that. It's still getting through the Feriums, however. Oh, and I think it's a perfect amount where it actually will consume all the bottles. Yeah, I don't have to like empty anything out. It should just smooth itself out fully. Nice one. Yeah, because I think, yeah, where the fuck even is that one Ferium ore? Where is the one Ferium we even have? Here? Okay, yeah, because yeah, there's 3 low purity ones here still. So they might literally just upgrade this to give us more Ferium. How does one bottle of fluid turn into one Jinkao drink? It's a really big drink, okay? It's really big. Huge drink. It's like one of those like gallon jugs, you know? Just chugging the entire thing. It's a lot of liquid. In small size, yeah. Okay, now we will start making Tryzyn. Because it's just better to use Tryzyn. All this time, I've been making the wrong thing. Okay, shaking my head. Hey, this isn't updated yet. On whether or not the Well, actually, this might not update accurately. So... This might not update accurately, actually. I'm not sure if it reflects properly. Like, I'm not sure if this splitting flow control updates in the data correctly. Or, like, accurately. Compressed. Because we should be using, what? 25% less? It's not quite 25, actually, is it? It should be. That's maybe that's the simple math, at least. Yeah, Tryzyn is kind of actually just better. Tryzyn heals you more, but it heals you over time, which, however, is fine. Like, almost always. But the reason I was using Jinkao is because I thought Tryzyn can't be used by your teammates on the controlled operator. But it can. Can you give poop has higher value than ores? Wait, that's such a good question. Where is poop? Where is Birdomak? It does. Dude, ores are 1. Poop is 10. Poop is 10 times as valuable as ore. Holy. 10 times the value of metal. Crazy. That's so much poop. I guess that's... Is that one way to automate poop, by the way? The fertilizer's 20. Once we have meta storage unlocked for wool, so that we can like just generate wooling items and move them to Valley. You can meta transfer to Valley, making poop or fertilizer, and then transfer it manual or transfer it back with non-meta transfer back to Wuling. Can't meta it, I would assume. Why would you not be able to meta it? Yeah, can we not? Okay, maybe we can. Maybe because it's not a production. It might be because it's because you can't meta transfer Umbraline or Firebuckle either, right? Yeah, that's why. You can meta transfer Citrom and Buckflower, but not Firebuckle or Fluff Jinkao or any of those. So you won't be able to meta transfer poop, I think. Never mind. So sad. No meta transferring of poop. It's a sad day for poop maxers. Alright, well, now we have Tryzyn production. That's what I wanted to do here. We can't create poop out of nothing. Apparently not. Even though in real life you kind of create poop out of nothing. I mean, I guess you need to eat, but like, other than that, not really. Instant soup is 800 value? Holy, you can literally transfer 1. Maximum is 1500. 1 per hour, actually. It's like 1.9 per hour if you could put in like half. Holy. We can compose some plants, but not all of them, apparently. You know? Also, I have 18 boxes now. Maybe I'll probably get to 20 before patch is over. There's like an entire week still to go. Because, yeah, right. If we could look at Headhunt. Or even... No, that's a different one. Yeah. Well, I'm hiding it. I hid the wrong thing. Ending at 0311. It ends on the 11th of March, which is Wednesday. So that's Wednesday. So then Thursday is, you know, should be patch update day. Also, I have 2 attempts to a 5-star or better operator. Wow. But I'm waiting to get my free 2 tickets. I have 675 AIC quota, which means I can still buy... Not quite 2 sets of these. You need 350 to buy out the 5 freebies. But then obviously, you know, as you roll, you obviously, you know, when you roll the 10, you get some back. But okay, yeah. Which does, however, mean that at some point, you know, like for example, I could have, in theory, I could have rather saved some AIC instead of buying these 5. I could have maybe just saved some AIC. But yeah, because you get some back. You don't get obviously enough. Unless you get really lucky, then you might get enough. But, because you won't get that much though. Though obviously we're going to get some extra now, but like if you don't roll for like quite a long while, then you know, can actually be in the point where it's like you don't have enough of these to buy out the freebies. But I feel like most people are not going to go that long without rolling. In next patch we get a little bit. You just get the thing that they're changing is you get a little bit more AIC quota for the first time you get an operator. So we'll just get like, I don't know, we'll get like a couple hundred probably in mail once new patch starts. But like the amount you get from here is still like the same. That isn't changed. Maybe they were increasing it anyway, like by default they might have been increasing it actually. I don't know if it already happened or if it might have actually already happened, didn't it? They already increased it, didn't they? Yeah, they already did. They increased the AIC you get from exchange. Oh no, they didn't yet. I think they're, or maybe they're increasing it later. Okay, I'm not sure. I don't know. But in any case, pretty much always you just want to save your AIC quota for these. Because, I mean, the others are just stamina materials. The others are all just stamina materials. It's like, brother, just wait instead of buying them from here. Unless you're like, this is whale shit. Buying this stuff with AIC quota is whale shit. Here as well, I mean, maybe if you want like some of the 5-star dupes, that can be useful. But also, one 5-star dupe is worth like, not quite a 10 roll. Like 8 rolls or something instead. Yeah, 8 rolls. You can either get a 5-star dupe or 8 rolls. So technically, actually, the 5-star dupe actually is better value if you don't have them like max duped. Because obviously, you know, your expectation is 1 5-star every 10 pulls. So 8 pulls is, you know, less. And also you get to, you know, it's like a guaranteed for the specific one instead of rolling the dice of which 5-star you get. But like, I mean, let's be real, doing the gamba is more fun. Doing the gamba is more fun. Buying more 8 hunting permits is more fun. So yeah, 6-star operator duplicate converts to bond quota, 5-star converts to 10. And you get some when you get some bond quota just from 5-star and 6-stars in general when you get them. And then there's extra for the duplicates. I just know in some of the other games I've ended up having like so much of this equivalent currency, and I've had like 100 pulls or some shit saved in here. I think I still do. I think I might actually, in Star Rail, I might actually have like a crazy amount of these pulls available. Just sitting there. Okie dokie. I'll log in like by myself later to just do some more dailies or whatever. I don't have like clue exchange yet and so on. But I think for now, maybe we're done for now. I'm actually kind of almost over time. I should indeed go. I need to go do like laundry and stuff. At to start my day, I woke up like an hour before I went live to be here for the update shenanigans. I don't think I have any video or whatever to make on the update. I'm not the guy you go for to get a summary of the patch update. Other people can do that better than me. I am not that guy. I am here for the yapping and opinions more so than anything. I guess I could make an opinion video, but unless it's just like moist glittical slopper, I have no reason to. Next week. I don't know what's happening next week, actually. Main thing is... Like, what's it now? Ow. What is the main thing? What was I thinking? I don't actually have really anything main thing. We might be doing a little bit more Arknight stuff, like OG Arknight stuff, like shenanigans in IS6 and whatnot. That's one option we might be doing more of. Now that there's... Well, right now, for the next, however long, when indeed is, how long, we have a week and a half-ish, essentially, of current patch left, where there isn't a huge amount to do anymore, other than there's a sign-in event that there's like a sanity discount event, which is like, sanity discount which actually starts like tomorrow, I think. Which is not exactly content. But the thing that we do, however, have is, I actually have multiple hours worth. I have many hours worth of character files to possibly read through. If I want to. Why use your right hand to prop the left side of your glasses instead of the right side? Look, don't question things, okay? Glasses havers will know. That's just how it is sometimes. But I do, in theory, have a lot of reading we could do. A lot of character files and stuff that we could go through, which could obviously be fun. Because the content-wise, there isn't. Like, or gameplay content-wise, there isn't that much. Because it's, you know, it's the last week and a half of the patch. It's, you know, it's break time. It's like, yay, whatever. Like, you don't really have to be, you know. You can take it easy. No stress. Take a chill for the last week and a half. Do your sanity discount. Log off. And then obviously... So not next week, but the week after that, obviously we would have... Wow, big, huge patch, many gamings. Where I'm actually wondering how I'm gonna handle scheduling-wise, like, the patch update hit. Because it probably indeed is a Thursday. So I'm actually wondering what time on a Thursday will it even be? It might actually, it probably is actually, isn't it? It'll be at like 7 p.m. when the new patch actually hits. My time, that is. Like, you know, same time that events and stuff update and banners start. It probably actually would be that, not like daily reset. So actually would be hitting like Thursday evening would be when the new patch actually hits Western servers. Asia gets it in the morning, of course. Which just makes me wonder what I'd do on that. First initial whatever. Fungi Will Dishonored is really reminiscent of Lazy. Well, they use like the same arts or whatever. They have like the lightning technique or whatever. I can't remember the name of it. It's like a specific thing and it's a lightning thingy. So, you know. Leifa. They both use Leifa. Yeah, that was. So. Checks out, I guess. It will be interesting if Fungi actually does end up using a sword. But also, looking at the sword on it a little bit, if I remember correctly, it might have been like kind of like spawned out of nothing, and maybe I still think she's gonna be a electric caster who uses an orb, but she's gonna have like a sword probably now in some of the animations and skills and so on. That's my guess. And I guess I'm probably... I'll probably roll for Tangtang. So I guess, I mean, that's what I can do on Thursday. On Thursday, I can do, like, Tangtang pulling. Pulling for Tangtang. Assuming that Thursday evening, my time, is when the patch hits. I can be there when the patch opens and hits. And, do, like, a shorter stream where we're not going through all the stuff. And then on Friday, we can, like, jump into the entire story and, everything. I expected Tangtang to be physical, not Rossi. I think for Rossi, it was always between, like, heat and physical, which obviously she's kind of both now. Cryo is a little surprising for Tangtang, but it makes sense. It's like water instead, which is, you know, ice, so. So I'll probably roll for Tangtang. Just because mainly to have like a... I mean, Rossi did look really fun as well, so maybe I'll try for Rossi as well. Though, that one benefit with Rossi specifically is that for Rossi, we will have time to see what's in the next patch. Because Rossi is the second banner, so you can wait to decide on Rossi until you see what the next patch is. So I probably pull for Tangtang, and my decision on Rossi will depend on what's in the next one, which we will have the preview for before Rossi banner is over. So that easy gaming. But Tangtang is, I think, is a more interesting addition to my... First of all, I like Tangtang more as a character than Rossi. But Tangtang is also more interesting, I think, for my particular, like, just adding stuff to my account in a way. Because it opens up a lot of cryo gaming to me, specifically. Decided already my wallet empty. Just P5 every upcoming character so I don't have to decide. So true. It's very easy to do that after all. It's supremely easy and simple to just real quick, a little P5. Baba booey. You know? That easy. It's just that easy. Okay, anyway. Thank you for coming, thank you for watching, thank you for chatting, thank you for lurking. I gotta go do laundry and cleaning and all kinds of stuff. Join the Discord if you want to. And I'll go back. Have a good Sunday. Fun stuff. Excited for content and new characters and story.